Tesla, it was Apple too, but Tesla was my #1 stock on Friday, and it's only because we waited. We didn't even get involved until about 10 o'clock there for TSLA. So let's see if we can find some bids. This is why we talked about 422. Looked like we touched it about 4 or 5 times there in the middle of the day on Wednesday. So I like 422 for Tesla. Only a couple minutes left there, Obi. Any thoughts here on TSLA? And if not, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm looking for that continuation, man. We saw the kind of windup that it had chopping around that 400s for the past couple of weeks, so that was very interesting. You know, some great reversions back into 400 on many days. We saw this strong sell-off day that was the 20th of November. Very aggressive selling. Again, I'm still on that 3-hour chart because I do want to look back at some price action, but we sold off about 8% intraday on Tesla that day. Guess what, Sean? We basically reclaimed 400 a couple days later and just wiped all the way back to the top of the range. So I like that. Let's see if we can get this bit of a double bottom pressure. I was like, all right, this consolidation low. I think this was a great short idea, but when it comes in and it shows you that it cannot follow through on the break below 400, I'm going to be a little bit wary. So yeah, I'm just going to be like, all right, we failed to follow through the lows. Do we get back to the top of the range because we've reclaimed some of these? This 416s area was interesting as well. You can see multiple tests of this area showed up as support. A little bit of a failure to follow through, a little bit of a follow through, but once again, failure to follow through back into the range. So could be choppy. It's in range, but I'm looking for a push through 430. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, Nvidia time with 2 minutes left.
Let's go right to the monthly chart here. This is the candle I was talking about. Big, ugly red reversal candle here for Nvidia. For the month of November, it is not healthy, 11.5% to the downside on the back of that earnings report that Sean was mentioning. I mean, a few other question marks around valuations, the AI game entirely coming into question as we've been talking about over the past couple of weeks. If, however, I'll throw this out there, if we can close still above that October low, could be worse.
Absolutely. The technicals, if they hold up, it's going to look fantastic, Brendo. The fundamentals, though, are ever changing. So I'm going to get this quickly because we're going to ring the bell. But there's a new generation of dedicated AI chips, as I mentioned, as I prefaced earlier on. Application-specific integrated circuit chips. These are much more cost-efficient and power-efficient than NVIDIA's chips. Think of these application-specific chips as sort of, you know, Phillips screwdriver, and the NVIDIA chips more of, you know, a multi-tool where they do everything. No, these are application-specific chips. They're good for proprietary workloads, Brendo. They also reduce vendor lock-in, and they bypass CUDA, which has been one of the strongest moats NVIDIA's had to lock in their customers.
Yeah, a lot to consider going forward, I think, going into the end of the year and next year, obviously, for NVIDIA. Under a minute here, guys. Happy Friday.
All right, man, you got us for a half hour now. Obi just said, are you ready for the most exciting half hour of all time? Obi and I until 10, Joe, Sharif, 10 till 12, and then we're back 12 to 1. Right now, there's 10 seconds right now. So let's get that going. Ramin, there it is. Thank you. No problem. That was very well timed. I'm not sure. Very well timed here. So we go. Welcome to everybody. It is now. What day is it again? It's Friday. As we go, I'm going to change my mind on Nvidia. Oh, geez, that was loud. We're going to change our mind. Nvidia's tanking pretty decently right here from 180 down to 179. Let's watch out. I've got Walmart. Let's wait to see if Walmart opens up to a nice move. It's right now not open yet. I'm waiting for 110 to break on Sir Walmart. We'll see if that does happen. And then Oracle might be the fade. There's Fabian. What's up, Fabian? Looking forward to Family Feud there today. But here comes Oracle making the move a little higher. Was looking to get a short if this one does bounce just a little bit. So yeah, so far so good. Nvidia making the move, and then Apple. I mean, what I'm looking for is Oracle short, Nvidia possible as a long there, and then maybe some iBit long as well, with Walmart breaking through that 110 if that does happen. So far so good.
Yeah, a little bit of disappointment for myself here on SMX. Again, you guys saw I was not paying attention to the position in the pre-market as well as closely as I should have been, and got absolutely rocked on that swipe down. But guess what? You know, we manage the mischief every now and then. Oh wow, look at that! Another push, another bait, Sean. This thing is halting down now.
SMX.
Okay.
Watch
all
out
right,
now.
I see you. I did not get right back in because I was like, all right, well, you're gonna do that to me. I'm just gonna wait for 41s now. I'm not gonna mess around in this area, which has already been kind of messed around with. But this Quadunk was nasty. I took a $2 hit on this because I was like, all right, VWAP's holding, kind of average in, work out of the position as best as I can. But off of the open, it slaps up into 37s. There goes Google, by the way. Google is blasting off 325s. There's SMX
Tesla.
halted down. Didn't I tell you, Sean? The most exciting 30 minutes of your life right now on an all-day
Hopefully
trading
not,
day.
but yeah, maybe, yeah.
SMX to the downside, already done about 6.35 million shares, slamming back into this consolidation low right off of the open. So I don't know if we needed borrows for this, but great. But like I wasn't really watching this. That got slammed in. When we break this consolidation back in, I like that as well for a potential continuation. Gonna wait for that. Last print was at 931.22, so this should technically open up at 936.22. Let's see what, okay, so Amazon.
We have an oh boy situation here.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of an oh boy situation, but Amazon looked like it was very, very strong here and then pulling right back in into its day low. So let's take a quick look at that one. I was just like, I looked at it for 2 seconds. I'm like, maybe potentially a reversion. Look back at it, the backside's in, and I'm just like, all right, cool. That's a bit of a missed one here. So 3 minute, I like to use the 3 minute here, but you know what? To capture some of the moments that I'm looking at, it was go straight to the 1 minute right there. Push up into 232, slam right back down in the 230s. So holding this pre-market consolidation lows as of right now. Alphabet going as well.
We should have shorted Oracle.
Yeah, Oracle continuing.
Yeah, and I should have shorted it. It went up to side. I just want to go quickly, Obi, as you were just on one right there. 430 right here, Tesla just, as you had mentioned, Google going. 430 ripped for Tesla up to 432.50. A little bit of a dip down for Tesla. I'll buy. I'm buying this 430, 429. I'm getting out if it breaks 428 real quick, right? If it breaks VWAP, breaks to 200, breaks to 50, we're out. But let's get some long on Tesla. And then let's get some short on AMD, I think, as well. But this one I'm a little bit more cautious of as we had to move down. Now we're trying to battle back upside a little bit. You know what? I'll just take, let's take a little bit here. We just missed it. I was going to get VWAP and I canceled it there. Now we're back in. Okay. Looking to see for AMD on this short. Again, I think a break of 217 gets me out of this, but we are now short just a little bit now on AMD. I'm going to go up to 216. Put another offer in and around there, see if we get a little bit more, and then watch out for 216.50, and then if 217 breaks, we can get out here on AMD, but I don't mind this at all for an early trade on advanced micro devices, because you know what, we had Nvidia starting to drip a little bit. I mean, the Nasdaq's trying to go now. So we'll be very, very patient with this trade. There we go, take another piece here. And then watch out, if we break that 217, sort of where we wick to the top of, then we can get out of advanced micro devices. Maybe this is a day for them, but we're short right now on AMD, and then also trying to see what Tesla's gonna do.
Tesla 430.
Yeah, we missed it. So I was bidding 430, as we just talked about. It only came down to 430 change, 430.30s. I'm at 430 O's. So right now, miss on that. And AMD, we will not be stubborn with this one, man. If this wants to rip up, we have our plan of action. Get another fill right here where VWAP was, and then we'll deal with that there. So 216.50, our flat trade. There we'll get some much bigger shares, and then we'll wait out for 217, and hopefully there it is. And hopefully this doesn't snap our neck here early. And if it does, it does. Our big trades have happened around 10 o'clock, but right now we're short into AMD. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching, taking some stabs here on the Googles, see if that'll come into fruition here. A little bit of a slowdown, but okay. Well, what did I just do? Oh man, I typed in the stop wrong. It punched me out right away.
Oh no.
Okay, all right, cool. Then I will. Oh wow, it's much lower now. Should probably just get back in with a little bit less and risk appropriately here. So we'll see if that one can potentially come into fruition, but. One more minute until this open on SMX here, so just being patient for that one to potentially come in. Okay, 326 is big bid on Google, so it seems like Google continuation with a little bit of that strength happening as of right now. So going to be a little bit more patient for this one, potentially poised for some fresh highs. So I'm going to get out of that one, let that one cook, and maybe pan out some more price action. Like I said, I like the reversions, but if the buyer is going to be here, I'll take a couple stabs on the initial push of some selling to kind of feel it out. And if it starts working right away, I'm gonna push into a little bit more. But yeah, here we go on 326s on this one here. Okay, 432s,
Here we go.
433s on Tesla. Tesla's holding up its own pretty well here, Sean. So something to watch out for. Apple to the downside. What else do we got? Softy. Nothing crazy. Amazon just holding that range as of right now. So Meta's the only one I'm not really watching. Let's take a quick look at Meta. There's the SMX open. There it is. We opened up
We're a dollar.
We're a dollar right there on SMX. Dollar Club for Sean right there. 30. This thing is going crazy, Sean.
Which one?
SMX.
Oh,
I think this has some sort of has potential to make a crazy move, but you know what? I'm going to let it do some trapping and clapping first. Kind of
trap music.
Yeah, exactly. Look, the shorts were nice, then they weren't, and then the longs were nice, and then they weren't. So a lot of chop happening in the market.
SMX open again.
Strong. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So 32s, nice little chop here. What do you got going on there?
Good, nothing. I mean, you know what? I mean, it did go $1 in the money. We were to take something out there at the 21. We took something out at the 200 at the first spot there. But I told you guys we were getting short 216.50 there on AMD. So now let's let it see if we can finally cook a little bit here. We are well in the money now, but we still have like 75% of this trade, so not sure. Look at the NASDAQ. I'm going to take out another piece right here just quickly. Not sure because there we were bidding 77s. That's me right there. We got filled. So yeah, we're going to have to wait to see if this wants to make a move down. I'm at 215 flat. Right into here. Maybe we should go to 215.20 or so, but I'll wait to see if we do get a drip down. Remember, our stop is going to be 217, so we're just like kind of like 1-to-1 right now. It's not really. It didn't make the move down. I thought here when we were starting to crack lower that we were going to get aggressive, but not really too much volume here in AMD as we watch out for Nvidia as well. So if this continues to drip down, we'll see if AMD can follow suit there. I did have written long Nvidia, but we did not go forward with that plan. It bled in the pre-market there. I've told you this many times, man, I'm not going to sit right at these levels that I marked down an hour and a half before trade, that we're going to buy those levels all the time. But it did get me involved with AMD there because this one, relatively strong versus an Nvidia. So if the chip space wants to come down, then bring it on down, I say over and over again. We had 202 written down for Oracle. It gets to 201 and change and then now drops $3 off of that. Let's go, AMD. Let's get that going right now. 30 cents or so of a spread, which is kind of strange for advanced micro devices. We're still down here at 215. I'm going to put one at 215 30s right now, see if we can get a piece out right there as well, just because of the spread. Like it just dropped into 40s and then right back up into 70s again right there. Let's check out on some Black Friday. I mean, who's going Black Friday shopping around here? Well, some people are, and it would be with Walmart, I would assume, as Walmart looking go. Yes, AMD is making that move down. I'm going to cancel this Walmart trade. A 110 just because Obi, we are now at 2 times. There it is. It is the cash register now being run. We are at 215.03s right now. Can we get it? We called this short on AMD, man. We're here. We're alive in this building one more time. We're not alive. We are live, trading live right now. We are also alive. If for some reason I do not look alive, please just flatten my positions. I'll resuscitate myself. Here goes 215. Bang! There it is right there. Get into the gates of hell, my guy, as now we are $1.30 in the money and going lower. There we go. What's up, B-balling right now? We got to have some fun around here. I'm just, this is part of this is part of the show. Like I'm in this trade. I'm very focused here, trust me. That's why I'm only looking here. This is now $1.50 in the money. I've completely changed my strategy. I used to be in 3 or 4 names, but the problem is I couldn't share size properly. Sometimes I'd be in a monster winner and I don't have enough, and sometimes I'd be in a monster loser and I have way too much. But right now, if we focus in on certain plays, certain things that we like, then we can hit it, and we can hit it damn good. And there it goes. Bang, Obi, now $2 in the money.
How long have you been at the club for? It's fancy seeing you here.
Yeah. You're in the club now?
Yeah.
Are you in the club? This man is in the club as well. Let's go, Google.
Club. Yeah, dude. So here's the thing. Google, I was like, yeah, I want to get a little bit involved with that 326. I'm just like looking at it, I'm talking, I'm a little distracted. I'm just going off of, just just
here
trading off of vibes, vibe trading sometimes.
Trust.
But yeah, that's the thing. My gut's telling me, I need to be getting short here. I punch out of the 326. I don't risk the high a day. That's number one issue right there. But we're like, okay, we're gonna come back down. This price action maybe a little bit higher probability. I'm taking the confirmation, taking the continuation, the breakdown of the thing. Market's coming in here as well. So that's looking pretty beautiful there. Giving us the slam right through VWAP. You can see I could have definitely added a little bit back through these 325s, but didn't really get involved there. And that worked out pretty nicely just got to trust my instincts sometimes, man. Sometimes
yeah,
it's just like,
there's nothing else.
boom. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just like, I call it vibe trading. I call it, sometimes it's somewhat discretionary. But the vibes, a lot of the times, is just kind of assessing real-time probabilities of the situation and then putting risk on, right? I'm just like, I don't necessarily have the specific stats on at the back of my head. Sure, for reversions, for certain types of reversions, I do. But price action is not going to pan out the same way. So I'm like, if this kind of fits in that specific kind of scenario where I'm like, this is a reversion I'm normally taking, I'm going to give it a quick, I'm going to give it a quick 60-40. Like, is this above half? Is it like for my expected value calculation? I'm just going to be simple and be like, all right, is this more likely or less likely to happen? I'm going to just give it a 60-40, and if I think it's like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 on a 60-40, then that's pretty good. That's pretty good in terms of from an expected value point of view there. So Google coming in with a beautiful reversion here. The reversion coming.
Reversion of the reversion?
The reversion of the reversion? I don't know just yet, Sean, but this is working out quite nicely. This is why I like to stick to this stuff and not like the fugazi stuff like SMX, which is like,
you on that.
You know what I mean? Just, it's like next level, I would say. For me, it's a little bit ranked. Some would say large caps are ranked. I'd say yes and no. But yeah, in terms of speed and aggression, some of these tickers that move around like SMX, a little bit more difficult for myself to kind of trade. I'm like, all right, sometimes large caps may or may not have as much manipulation. That's a lie, but it's just in their own way, right? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just buyers and sellers, and the game is the game. And if you want to use market mechanics to kind of shake some stuff up, that's part of the game. I got to respect that as well, even if, you know what I mean, people are like, oh, that's not fair, that's not part of the rules. Guess what? You know what I realized during COVID, Sean?
You tell me.
When they were shutting things down and they were like, oh, you can't buy, you can't sell, you can't operate, but we're going to let, other people kind of operate. There's a halt up there on SMX. This is what I mean. Crab City, halting up now after a halt down. So what I'm saying is like, yeah, that whole GME debacle basically taught me that, okay, well, it's roughly open range.
It's a fugazi, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you can exploit a certain market mechanic, then go for it. Like, because that at the end of the day, if that's the meta, that's the meta. Here comes a strong bid on the ES here, wiping back up 2 15-minute candles worth of price action here, coming into the first 15-minute off of the open. So interesting stuff here. Strong bid. SMX pushing up here as well. Let's see if 325 holds a little bit. I'm going to dabble in this a little bit here, just giving it to 325s to see if Google is going to give us some continuation. VWAP is sitting at 324.60s, so maybe I don't even need to risk all the way up to 325. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Going to take that continuation to see if Google can get through its opening range lows. I'm looking at 322s. Don't know if we're going to get that far, but we're trading 323s and some change. So well within range, I would say.
Yeah, no, good job there, Obi. Great trade on Google so far, so good. I'm kind of the same way as you here, as we're just trying to hold out to see. Like I'm actually being very, very specific. I'm waiting for 216.50s again. So we just missed the reload there, but I'm going to get another piece out on the 50-period moving average as we continue to fall in just a little bit here, and we'll see if the market and or the NASDAQ wants to do a little bit of a dance. We were looking at Walmart breaking through 110. That hasn't happened. I'm going to give this one a breather because we were short already, so of the market. I don't want to see this blast higher here, and then we have to wait for it. So Obi, there he is, out. Looks like out of Google right now.
Kind of mispunched, but that's fine.
Okay, we'll talk about. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I missed out on 50 pennies. I punched 70s, trying to cover a little bit there. You can see I added back through the 323s. Oh my God, this is gonna go, man. This is gonna go. I punched out of everything. That's why I was just like, oh my God. And yeah, there you go. Not only did I leave 50 pennies on the table, I left another $1 on the table. So sometimes, we show up early to the club. Sometimes we show up late to the club. Yeah. Sometimes we're missing out on some
at least you're part of the
fun
club.
At the club. Yeah, exactly. Listen, sometimes I'm part of the club, but at the end of the day, I'm not part of the trade. I don't care if I'm part of the club. I'm not part of the trade anymore.
Right.
Which is disappointing.
Screw the club,
321
actually.
halves. Oh my God.
Stupid club. What's up, Los Polos Hermanos, saying there in the chat that Lisa Sue is posting now. So I don't look. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. I don't know what's going on with Lisa Sue right here, but I am nervous, obviously, and good. Thank you for pointing that out there about AMD and it just making its move right back there to the upside as Obi gets bullish there. You need a one on each shoulder, man. A bull on one, a bear on the other.
Oh, it's on, that's why I'm like, I like the bear is doing the internal talking right now.
Okay, got
I'm just like, hey, bull, come on,
got you.
Come on, just let me know that you're not going to be involved today. Just let me know you're not going to be there.
I think he's going to be there, though. I think it depends on what stock, right?
The open. Exactly. Which stock? He's definitely involved in some of these. I think Bears and Bulls were definitely fighting on SMX today. Yeah. So that's some interesting push. But the 321s did clip. We got to 322s. That's what I was looking for. That range low right here. You can see that wick shimmy action down to 321. He's going to break. And then pulls right back in. So some good stuff. Great price action on the day today. I like my reversions. And I said I was watching not many stocks off of the open here, so I can show you what my, I guess, the equivalent of my sticky note is here. I can pull this in. So I usually have like an eight splay here of different stocks. So today I was looking at Oracle, I was looking at Alibaba, I was looking at SMX, I was looking at Tesla, Tilray, Walmart, Urban Outfitters, maybe. I think I might have typed that in a little bit later. And Google right here up in the corner two of the stocks out of the Mag 7 I was watching today, Tesla and Google. Tesla was nice as well. Google catching a bit of a bid here. But yeah, that was a strong flush. Was it capitulatory? That's what I'm asking. As of right now, wasn't quite watching that, kind of looked away there. And yeah, the bull is back in action, it would seem here. So
the words like capitulatory and stuff like that doesn't happen on this show. We just use very simple words. Okay, here we go. God. Yeah, that
trader lingo. It's trader lingo. 37s, 40s coming in. This is gonna halt up again. 42s maybe. I'm looking for 42s. Is that the answer to the universe? I don't know, but 42s potentially coming in here on SMX. Another clip of the 40 supply coming in right again at the same place. Guess what? More of the same, guys. Sellers were here before. Sellers are here again, but let's see. This thing is very, very choppy. So shout out to anybody who stuck with the longs. I definitely did like it. And I was like, I should be willing to buy a decent range of these prices, but didn't really, I guess, exercise on that very well. I think seeing the VWAP hold was nice, and it's funny enough, look at that. They get you out on the slam down, doesn't really trade that far away from the halt down. The halt down happens at 32.20s. We open up 32s, I think, in and around somewhere around here. Yeah,
Google
just shy of 32s. Down. And then boom, spike up to 40s. Yeah, Google, it seems like there might be some more selling continuation here.
What's up with that?
I definitely did like this short. Just got to stay involved, man. Just got to stay involved. It is what it is. Where is the next trade? That's what I'm looking for.
Long.
There's Softy through the day highs right there. 490s happening on Softy. So the bid maybe potentially coming in here on one of the top runners, sorry, top constituents there. I think Softy's like number 4 or 5, I think now. I got to check. You know what? Let me go check. Where Softy's kind of sitting at. I like to kind of look at Slick Charts, if you guys know what that website is, but they have a pretty decent, up-to-date kind of breakdown of the constituents right here. So let's just quickly go here on the Spider and the NASDAQ. So right here, so Slick Charts, go there, companies for the NASDAQ 100, boom, right here. Here is the weighting. Number 3 is Softy. It goes Nvidia, Apple, Softy, Amazon, Alpha, Broadcom, Alpha C, Meta, Tesla, Netflix. Okay, cool. That's the top 10 constituents of the NASDAQ. The S&P 500, nice, thank you. All right, so the top 5 constituents of the S&P right here, NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Broadcom. Okay, so some more. What was the one that was not here on the other one? Yeah, I think I'm missing one. Berkshire in the top 10 as well. That's interesting. So
Eli Lilly maybe was there. Oh, it's there.
Lily's number 11 on the SPY here as of right now. So okay, so 40s is trading pretty well. We're back down to 321s here. Nice continuation trade underneath VWAP. You can see 324s held. The structure held as well. I'm just looking at a 1-minute chart on my main screen, but I like 3-minute charts. I like multi-time frame displays here. Here's a second green 15-minute candle on the day. So it seems like, Sean, we were starting off with a bit of a bid. Some selling coming into the open, but a strong bid pushing up into the 15-minute candle.
Good call out Los Polos Hermanos on there. Like, I don't know what what was going on there, but like this absolutely ripped. So we got out at 217 as we said. So again, like 50 cents worth of a hit, well worked out there. We'll take a slap though, as it did go against us and we had to punch out. So right there will be flat, virtually flat on the day, slightly red on AMD, but not really. So we'll just talk about that because the trade wasn't that great, right? I mean, it broke through the top there. So we should have just cleared it all out, obviously at the bottom, but without any idea of what's happening, I don't know what's happening. So, all right, yeah, you just said that whole thing about Google, and I was just like, I still like it. It had a huge move up. Broke through the 200 period, a little worried about it for sure, breaking through 320. So we're gonna have to give this a little bit of a look here, maybe 319.50 or so for Google, but it's bouncing right now cleanly off 321, and that's where we're long. So we're not long at the best price, we're long at 321.50. We should probably have waited for 321 to come into play there, but again, I like the overall story here with Google. I did say earlier today, though, that I thought maybe it was a little overdone, this move to the upside, but in a shortened day here, we only actually have only 8 more minutes of you and I. So this seems ridiculous that it's that short, but that's all good. You know, we were going to go over to Joe and Sharif in just a couple of seconds, but it just seems strange to that. But we're getting ready in the background there. Sia will be joining us very, very shortly with one of her segments. So that'll be really fun to see that. But 321 right now, if we break through 320, guys, then we can get out. I mean, we can even use a little bit lower than that, but here comes Google. So in a red market, Google getting hit. Pretty good to the downside. So we'll see. Yeah, so there it is. Los Polos, man, you've been hot today for sure, saying that maybe Google gets under that 320. Look, I mean, I'll sit there for a minute, but it won't be a hot one. It'll be just a couple seconds. Let's go to like 319, basically 319.50 or so. If we break below that, then I think we should stop ourselves out of Google. So that's a trade for me right now. And AMD is now below our 217 marker, but you know, that ripped up 75 cents against me there. I'm not going to hold that. So we get out immediately on that break. We actually get out 07s, which is a pretty good take there. But here we go, man. Google, let's see what happens at 320, and then we can back away from it. If it's not strong today, it's not strong today. We could deal with that. We also, maybe an IBIT dip down as well there, Obi, could be in play as we worry about potentially what IBIT wants to do from this level forward.
Yeah, I think definitely one to watch out for. And something to watch out for, I said, yeah, these oh, there's a 320 coming in right now, John, but halted down into 35s, this SMX. So absolutely crazy. We tried to get through the highs. Guess what? No continuation. Those sellers are running, sorry, those longs are running for the door apparently and slamming it right down. 320s coming in here
Big
on
time.
Google. What a continuation,
Damn.
Sean.
Where's that short? Where's that
I
short?
know, dude. Where's my reload? I got to definitely reload here a few times. But this is what I mean. Sometimes VWAP can be such a beautiful indicator. Again, volume weighted average price. What does it indicate? It indicates where the average participants, since the anchoring of this VWAP, where they're sitting. There's the break through 320. Let's see how convincing and clean that break is. Does it look back? Does it shake it up? Or is this a potential turn? I have no idea, but the market just chopping up right there. That candle, we talked about that candle on the ES. We were like, oh, second 15 minute. Guess what? We got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left, and that candle is testing the green to red here on the day. So 320s, let's see if this kind of catches a little bit of a push here. So I'm getting involved once again here on Google, 320 bounce. Let's see if that can potentially come into fruition. But very, very aggressively heavy, has not necessarily broken the downtrend either. So I'm playing a bit of a rough counter here. I really did like the short. I got to catch myself. There are times where I miss the main trade, and then I try to take the reversion because I'm just like, well, I missed the short, so guess what? The only trade left now must be the long. That's
fucking go.
But here we go. There's 321.
Here we go.
Boom. I like it. Instantly in the money. Those are some of the best trades. Let's see if this can catch a bit of a bid and give me that continuation, but no confirmation of a trend break just yet. So I do have to be very wary of this. What's the day low? 319.83s right now. So we did pop up into 321s and then push right back down. So maybe potentially some sellers stepping right back into this. So if we're not going to go right away, I'm going to be like, all right, cool, bye-bye. I'm looking for you to go right away on especially a very, I guess, directional move to the downside. There it is.
Yeah, it's just going now. We should have shorted that top there. Oh.
Yeah.
So frustrating. But all right, so I did get some out there on the way up, back into we actually got some 321s. We were actually flat on the trade there at one point from buying these dips and then getting it out back on the upside there, but not anymore, man. We're long at 320.70s now, so we got some out at 50s, then we got some out right there at 21. But yeah, catching this falling knife today might not be the right thing to do. But the reason why I'm still in this name is honestly, it's like, yeah, you know what? I was like looking at these futures and thinking that we're starting to move up over here, but definitely Google's going oppo, so there's another out for me here. Google's not participating with this market move, so I do like some of the talk that we've had here today on making sure that we trade names that are, or things that are trending the right way, and right now, Google not doing that at all, Obi. So a little bit of a problem, making me slightly nervous, obviously, about this position. All right, let's go have a quick, we'll just leave this for a second, see if it will work out for us or not. IBIT does get into that 52 area. We were looking for a 200 period move here on IBIT, but that doesn't look like for now that wants to come in. But it's holding out right here, 92,000 for IBIT. BMNR is something else to look at as well, as that's now up 7% as this name continues to climb through some highs there for BMNR. Like, talk about playing momentum. Everything had a little bit of a dip there around 9:45, but it looks like BMNR holding the day for that long. Google I should have shorted it instead of holding on to this long. Walmart right here. Okay, so we nailed that 110 area, Obi. That's the all-time high, but if anything, it was a short off of that level, not the long that I was looking for there as well. So we don't actually execute into that, so far, so good there. All right, another little bit of a bounce up. I'm gonna take, I just put an offer at 50 and it turned around. So I'm trying to offer out a little bit here on Google, but it's not having too much reaction. Another 21, we got something out there at 30 again. I'm waiting at 50 to see if we can get something, but for right now, Google just not the trade. The good thing is that we're off in just 2 minutes, so hopefully this can rip up into you know, the rest of the morning there as, yeah. Come on, NASDAQ. Like, I'm just really surprised that Google's not going. What is Nvidia doing here? Okay, so Nvidia's not doing much. Our only other trade really was this, but this is up and down. Like, this is basically just a shot in the dark there of the short, which really paid. That was really a great short. Okay, there goes Google. Google just made another leg down, so it's gonna break this 319.50 like right now. There's no love for this name today. There it goes. Google all the way to the downside here as the futures may finally be breaking, and it's gonna take Google with them. Google now below that 320, and we sort of sniffed out that short. We're able to get out of it, but we have to put a fail on that one as well because that's flushing lower. You know, like if I was winning this one, then we'd be much happier with the performance today, but no. Long on Google, lot working, short on AMD, not really working either. So 0 for 2 on those two big mega cap names here today. Maybe AMD joins the club and gets short, but it's Google right now that's bleeding through 320.
Yeah, 320, that definitely cracked up a little bit there. So I was trying to get involved in that consolidation, kind of size down, and I'm like, all right, well, if we're going to chop around, let me give it a little bit of a wider stance here. And yeah, that 320 cracks pretty aggressively as of right now. So yeah, market tailwind, yeah, a little bit of a green to red move on that candle, and we're getting slammed into the bid, guys. That 320.90, so at 319.90s got slammed in, and we're trading at the whole dollar already. So
oh, you're long too, Google?
I did try the 320s, but again, a little bit lighter than before. Not really working out right now. So yeah, not the best. Like I said, sometimes I'm like, oh, I missed the move. The only thing I can do is long, and I'm definitely wrong on that one as it potentially comes in even lower. Oh my God!
There it goes. So, and why not just go short
on Google? Right.
I don't know why I'm not short that name, dude. Honestly, that is just an absolute disaster right there. We should be short on Google, and we're not. So I'm going to actually, I'll try to look to go short here on AMD because we still do like this name here, especially if it's going to fill back to the end of this trade. So we'll watch out. There it is. So now, finally, okay, making a little bit back here on this short. Let's bid something out at 216 and see if we can make our way southbound here on AMD. But yeah, good day for Meta, nice upside. Okay, you may see here in the background, that's it for Obi and I for right now. So Obi and I are gone until noon, so the show's about to get a lot better. We have Joe, we've got Sharif. We want to thank everybody for watching. See ya, we're very proud of you. thank you for joining the team here at Trader TV Live. Guys, give her a lot of support. Not that she needs it. She's a professional. Wait till you see her. We're very, very happy and very pleased to have her join part of our team. So thank you, Sia. Best of luck here. And if you need any help, just throw it to Joe and Sharif, of course. But you're not going to need anything.
Yes.
Thank you for everybody. Obi.
Yes, sir.
Me and you back at noon. All right, here we go. See ya. It's segment time. Ciao for now.
See ya.
Thank you so much, Sean. Let's talk about today. In a holiday-shortened trading session, stocks are extending gains after the open. The Nasdaq is potentially going to snap a 7-month winning streak today, unless we get, a 2.5% rally. Let's go into stories for today. Household name for flash memory products, SanDisk has entered the S&P 500 effective today. A whopping 512% climb in gains can definitely be credited to the company's investor enthusiasm and a strong growth of strategy for the future. The CME also hit a pause today in futures trading earlier due to a data cooling center issue. Futures were back up and running by 8:30 this morning, and both stock futures and options are now fully reopened. Also, a quick reminder that the Fed's balance sheet data will be dropping at 4:30 p.m. today, so watch out for that. The Canadian GDP came out earlier this morning at 8:30 for the third quarter, and I must say the economy is up 2.6%, definitely exceeding the analysts' expectations. According to CNN's Fear and Greed Index as well, an extreme fear is driving the market after its previous close. Even though the consumer confidence is shaky at the moment, National Retail Federation is projecting a potential sales of over $1 trillion, first time ever. So if today's session is negative, which seems highly unlikely, the 7-month winning streak for NASDAQ will potentially come to an end. Tech stocks, as you know them, have been in a pullback, but there's still hope, according to some investors, and for a year-end rally for potential major averages. And thank you so much for joining in today. I hope this short session is fruitful for you. Throwing it to the guys.
It's a tough
Boom, 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 boom.
That's a tough act to follow.
Greetings and freaking salutations, beautiful people. Welcome to the Midday Show.
You know who it is.
This handsome, short-haired individual is your boy Joey Options, and I'm Sharif, and that was Sia. So, Joey and I, we kind of prefaced the whole new host thing, and now you guys got to see her live in living color. Shout out to Sia, great segment, Sia. You're gonna kill it. She's a natural. Just got to give her some time with the content. She's gonna be absolutely all over it. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to everybody. Where is everybody at, Joey? We got to shout out everybody, and I hate the fact that Google screwed us again by changing all the names. It's gonna bug me to no end. Shout out to KC526 Farm Traders in the house. Shout out to the Mag 7 News. Who else is in the house, man? We got Trav Man for real. Shout out to you, my man, calling us a Smash Bros, as he always does. Rex Banner. We got Vern. We got Adrian Hernandez. Shout out to Tony and Death God. Hematoma. I was about to say, isn't that an injury? Oleg. Shout out to Oleg. We got the OG Gorov. We got the Thinker 173. He be thinking. That's his thing. Who else, man? We got the Dan Zone, Hangry Wife, Roger Noonan, the real Gary F, as opposed to, of course, the fake Gary F, Joey. And shout out to Julian and ATNRD. Hope everybody had a fantastic morning. Good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope everyone is full, considering it was the American Thanksgiving, guys. But we got a couple things on the board. Let's get right into it. As we are long Bitcoin, doesn't seem to want to work right now, but we'll be patient. As soon as we get those names on the position board switched up, we're going to be able to talk a little bit more. So we take an attempt on the long side. This was this, again, I shouldn't have took this trade, but at the end of the day, we did. We got out, and we got out when we were supposed to. Same thing here. As soon as we crack 5230s, we're gonzo. But what we do have working for us right now is TSLA, folks. We're in on this. I'll piece a little bit out just so you can see our position board.
Okay.
But we're starting to cook up substantially over here in this neck of the woods, my folks. Bang. There it is. IBIT long.
He's there.
5240. Tesla short 1841. As we're heading a little bit lower, guys. Let's rock and roll. We're cooking it on this Friday. Bastoni says the favorite duo is back. We are back, and back in action is right. Let's go, Shrip. You got anything cooking yet?
Yes, we just got into a new trade. So let's cover this one first that we were in. KTTA up 40%. Moves into the volume weighted average price. We get in at the $1.50, scalp, all the way up to 165. But that was as good as this one was going to do for now. Down we go. We get stopped out for a little bit of a loss into 143. We're going to keep an eye on this one. If it wants to start trending higher again, we can have a discussion. Until then, it's on Uncle Sheriff's shit list. Now we're putting on number 14 here, SVRA. We're posting at 14s and we're posting at 18s. Higher highs, higher lows. This one feels like it's in a bull flag formation. What I'm trying to gauge is it going to maintain the higher highs and higher lows during the formation of the consolidation component of the bull flag, or whether it's going to zig and zag a little bit into 6. So my stop is below 6, and here's what we're looking at on the side charts. SVRA, the one I'm speaking about right now, this is kind of the look. Right at the get-go, 930, boom, goes the freaking dynamite off that 535 area, Katina, man, that we closed out yesterday. Now we're knocking on the door of 6 1/4, not quite yet though, 13 pennies, the high. Let's see if it holds up at 6 SVRA, up about 14%. We're also keeping tabs, of course, as we have to, on SMX. Shout out to Obi for covering this in the morning. Look, it's a halter, it's a bamboozler, it's spready, it's volatile. It'll knock your lights out if you don't trade it the right way. Be careful. We are halted up at 44.29. We're going to look at this on the trading screen in a second to see what the tap is, as well as when it halted. ONMD looking real good here, but the volume's dropping off a little bit. It's up 47.5%, almost 50%. $2.24 is the high, but look at the defends here at $2. It does wick below $2, so if you're putting your stop immediately below that $2 area, you're probably a little annoyed because you probably got stopped out. You need to account for that if you're going to trade this one, ONMD. It's a bit of a wicker there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And then little Uzivert, VUZI, trying to hold up off the 10 EMA on the 5, Joey, but it is an unabated lower highs and lower lows since that topping tail candle at 940 yesterday. Shout out to the Cowboys for the 2-game winning streak. Yo, man, look, there's not a whole lot going well for the Cowboys as of late, but let me tell you, you take out the defending champs one week, then you take out Mahomes the second week. I'm feeling a little good here, Joey.
Dang, yeah, I mean, I think you feel good at that point, my friend. I peeped in a little bit. Obviously, I just look at the scores to see what we got going on. But aside from that, what we really got going on here, I'm going to take a third attempt here on IBIT. If that doesn't work, then we struck out at the plate, and the longs might be coming in a little bit later. But again, we're only in a half-day session, so don't forget the market is closing at 1 o'clock today. So we're going to hold on to the winners, and we're going to cut our losers relatively quick. But there goes TSLL back to the downside. There's some indecision prints off of the lows that have me slightly alarmed, but we're going to hold on to it until otherwise. 1840 going to be a break-even stop out, and then we're going to look for some more potential trades. Now, as for Coinbase, still holding up the volume-weighted average price relatively well. And then we have Meta. Yes, you guessed it, META, up to 641. Joe, you know, okay, you got, yeah, all right, anyways. So yeah, aside from that, guys, 2 positions right now. Let's see if we can get these cooking. But $10 super chat. Sharif, welcome back. Time for some scrap, small cap, rockin' and poppin'.
I didn't see that.
We like that.
My man.
There we go to the downside in IBIT, guys. Let's get out of that one. We're striking out. So what does that mean? No more goes on this specific name for me oh no, I did not mean to do that, Sharif. I just doubled up the position. Joey? So we got to take a little bit of a hit on that one. So avoid an accident on that front. But TSLL starting to head back towards the low of the day.
SMX is absolutely rocketing to the high side. No, Sharif, it doesn't trade on the NQ. It trades on the New York. It's on the NASDAQ, and it's showing a halt parameter, 50, 60. Keep your eye on the red rectangles on my level 2. Those are where the limit up and limit down are. So 53.68 now, Joey. We're showing another halt parameter here. Is it going to be another false halt like the one at 53.60? This one looks like it's going to actually go 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
Ah, you always do that to me. Gray out, you crap. There we go. We got the gray out, Joey. There it is. It is halted to the upside again. SMCX is a freaking rocket, up 2.5%, up to $53.68. Here's the deal. 10:10:25. The halt time, the earliest we will be open is 10:15:25, with the tap now showing $56. So we're almost, $2 1/3 ahead of where we already halted. This has only traded 9.8 million shares, even though this was basically moving in the pre-market as well. But because of the umpteen amount of halts, it looks like it's going to be a little bit lower on volume. I haven't been quite watching it yet to see the spread and sort of the bamboozlement that may be taking place. We're going to be watching it as the price action develops. SVRA, we just took a beak wetter there in the 15s. 16 high a day for SVRA. It's still putting in higher highs and higher lows. I want to pick up some more because I don't have too many shares here. So I'm going to look to defend, the six mid-single digits. I'm talking about 605, 607. We'll see what we get on this one. I also want to mention one other one here that I negated to mention when I was showing the black charts. PAVS. Look, you're not getting a lot of volume here. In fact, the last few volume bars, mostly under 100,000 shares per pop, but you're getting a hell of a respectable trend of higher highs and higher lows. You're above the 10 EMA, you're above VWAP, you're above all the important levels, and most notably, you're up 18.25% on the day. So keep your eye on this one. This one is a different trade, north and south of $1 for the time being, though, and for the last, I want to say, hour and change. This one has been above $1, but traded carefully, Joey, as the volume is light. But you're getting lit up over there. Tell them what you're looking at, baby.
Yes, sir. Let's go in Tesla. Guys, looking for that continued breakdown. That's why you got to get out when you're supposed to and hold on to those winners a little bit longer. Oh, this is disastrous. I can't hit the key that I'm looking for. So we missed out on a little bit more profit taking right now. But other than that, guys, a nice breakdown in Tesla for the W. And if you want to take a look at some of the overall market, like the Qs and the SPY, this is a chop mess. So welcome to Chop City right now. So be patient, sit on your hands a little bit more and wait for the market to find a specific direction, guys. Same thing with Bitcoin. You have a half an hour of just essentially, half an hour, brother, of just essentially what happened.
Nothing. I just I'm copying your words. That's your thing, You were, I was doing it down there, and people are like, why do you keep repeating what I'm saying? I'm like, it's my co-host, man. I can't stop doing it.
You gotta listen. You gotta listen. But hey, man, like this is,
I love it, bro. I'm just bugging, bro.
What's going on? Yeah, man. I'm jealous. You're seeing you got a little sun.
I got a little sun, Joey. Not too much, man. We did a lot of whale watch. I was wearing a hat a lot of the time. I didn't want to get burnt bad. But
everybody's like, I wonder what Sharif's doing. Well, I said if I put my bottom dollar, the chances are that the dude found a gym somewhere.
100%, twice a day. Twice a day.
So there you go. I put my money where my mouth is. But guys, be cautious of what we got going on. Potential reversal signals here in Tesla, and you can see that Bitcoin heading back towards the volume-weighted average price. I can't take any more stabs, but if this gets going, I'm not going to complain whatsoever. Let's get back up to 95 to 100K, guys.
My man. All right. Shout out to Paula Malone. She's dropping money in the chat. Joey, 20 big ones. Thank you for that. Hey, from South Carolina, I'm assuming South Carolina, USA. Dang, I miss my boy Sharif. No more days off for you, darling. Love the haircut, Joey. Looking good, darling. I love Southern talk, bro.
Yeah, I know,
It's just so homey. It's so folksy. I love it. Obi didn't want to blow me a kiss for luck. Show him how it's done, boys. How could you do that,
You didn't do it.
You did? She's saying you didn't,
We'll do it, man.
Oh, right out, and she put right there.
A double.
Oh, correct it. Let's go. There it is. There it is. We love this guy. All right, guys. Joey, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Shout out to Paula. Thank you very much from the great state of South Carolina. We're taking Prince, though, on SVRA, Assassino, as this one continues to hold the higher lows and higher highs. And we did get that ad in the mid-six single digits. As I earlier mentioned, 605, we got that ad. We just went the beak there at 14s. But it looks like it's a bit of a thicker trade here in the 16s. The 615s, 614s. There's a seller in and around this area. What's keeping me optimistic about SVRA is the higher low situation. We'll see how long that lasts. SMX still halted. It's showing a tap of $56.01, about 1 penny higher than what I last reported. And Joey, it is now exactly, where's my atomic clock at? Show yourself. We got 10 seconds here for SMX at the earliest possible opening time, as that will be 5 minutes. Let's see if it actually opens. There it is. It is open. It has got a new high day of 56 on the dot. Down. It goes, though, into 54, but it is getting bought up for now. Be careful. The 10 EMA on the 5 is at $45. There's another high day, Katina man. $61 as this thing rockets up. Here's a halt parameter, 60.83. 60.83. If we continue at this for about another 6 or 7 seconds, we're going to halt again. Let's see if we get the gray out, Joey. This thing is rocketing up, having done now 10 million shares. And there is the halt up. SMX up 250% and looking to go more.
All right, beautiful stuff, guys. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's just luring me in here, and I have to follow the rules. 3 strikes, you're out. We should have been a little bit more patient, but 2 VWAP attempts, a couple fake outs, and we experienced this on Wednesday before we actually got that big time move to the north side. So we'll head back over, and you're breaching VWAP. That's one of my secondary strategies is the volume weighted average price break. And sure enough, we're starting to climb right back into 42, 45, and the volume picking up here. Oh no, Bitcoin, it's gonna do it, man. We're live and we're so back, it's not even funny, Sharif. In the world of crypto, we don't want to count our blessings too soon, but there it is, 52.35, and now you're trading up 15 cents higher from that specific level, but that doesn't matter. We can't have them all, but what we do have right now is this Tesla continued short. That was the one. Oh, if I could fight, I would, but I can't.
This guy always wants to fight.
I can't do it, man.
It's so funny.
I wish there was something on the opposite side that I could just be like, what are you doing? But no, in all seriousness, guys, a nice move in Bitcoin. The volume's starting to step in. We're seeing the strength in the time of the sale and time in sales. That's exactly what we're looking for. Some of these mega caps starting to get a little bit of a rebound as the SPY is outpacing the NASDAQ, guys. Keep an eye out on that. So the longs might be in play as Bitcoin and Google start to recover.
I like it, man. Keep them in suspense. Joey, you're talking about crypto. Let me build on your point.
All right.
Look at this crypto watch list here, Joey. You see any red names?
Not a single one.
Nary.
Nair.
But what I want to point out, not Nair, the hair removal product, but Mara, Joey, 7%, Clean Spark, 13 3/4, Riot Blockchain, 9 3/4, HUD 8, 5%, CIFR, 7%. You've got the miners running higher than the coins today. At least that's what I'm able to gauge from this crypto watch list. So if you're looking at, throwing your hat into the crypto ring today, maybe one of these miners, especially Clean Spark, up the most, 13 3/4%, and looking real freaking good here. If I can make that point, as to see, what do you think about this trend over here? As we're gonna keep asking you. He's good. He likes that. I like it. I like that he likes it. So CLSK continuing to run here as all the miners seem very, very strong today on the back, of course, of crypto regaining a little bit of an uptrend. We talked about 92,000 being a key technical area of resistance. We're above it to the tune of $500 now. We'll have to see where we close out on the day. I know crypto, obviously, a 24-hour market. So your opening print a little bit different than mine, a little bit different than Joey's, really depending on which exchange you are using. SVRA. Sorry, I'm crazy today, man. I got a lot of energy, Joey. All that R&R was good for me. We're gonna take a little bit here off the top. It's a 616 high a day right now in SVRA. It's unbroken higher lows, but it feels a little top heavy. You ever see the rounding patterns that we get at the top before a big move down? It doesn't drop all at once. It starts rounding, maybe with not as many higher highs, continuing to give you that higher lows. That's what this one feels like. So I don't want to overstay my welcome. So I'm continuing to wet the beak here in the consolidation area, knowing full well we could get a second bull flag out of this first, and I'll be out of luck because I won't have enough shares to actually ride the trend. So I don't take out too much too quickly over here. SVRA, the one I'm focusing on. Jay Bronson, a handful of miners have gone from mining to AI data center power. You are absolutely right. We always see these companies, move with the flow. If 2022 and 2021 was all about mining crypto or whatever, 2020, now it's all about data centers. And then if everything was Nvidia chips, we're going to get to this, I promise. Now it's custom specific chips to run applications. So everything takes its time. Everything is cyclical, and it's just about riding the trend. Joey, SMX is a freaking rocket ship, man. We are halted at $60.83. We're waiting for this bad boy to open up. It halted at exactly 10:15:53. It is 10:20:20 now. So if this one, the earliest it will open is in about 30 seconds at 53. Let's see if this one opens after 5 minutes or what its situation is. Shout out to the real Don D, CLSK, CIFR. I mentioned both of those, my man, in addition to Riot, in addition to Mara, in addition to Clean Spark. So there's a lot of good miners that are running today. They're very strong. Ride the trend while you can, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So we got out of Tesla break even there as price started to come back up against us. We were holding the majority of it for the low of the day, which would have put us around 1850.
SMX open.
1815. SMH is open.
SMX, yeah.
Yeah, SMX, thank you for that update. But other than that, guys, I might look to take a potential small long here on FBL. That's going to be the 2 or 1.5 leverage on Facebook as we're starting to break out. And of course, oh my God. All right,
happened,
anyway,
Joey?
I mean, so yeah, there it is, guys. Tesla coming back in. It did reject the support level. I think it's now potential resistance as you come back in. We got out of that. Facebook starting to go, Meta continuing to climb. We're starting to see a slight pullback in the IBIT.
Joey, Katina Man, Obi, everyone, I just found out something crazy. I'm digging into exchanges and I stumbled across BTCC. Top 30 globally. But here's the wild part. BTCC has actually never been hacked. While major exchanges kept getting wrecked, BTCC stayed untouched. 0 KYC if you're in the US, Canada, or Europe. Through Trader TV, you get 100 USDT coupons for registering plus 15% bonus, things that cover losses up to $15,000 in USDT. Seriously, what am I missing here? Scan that QR code on the bottom right of your screen for more information. Shout out to the BTCC crew. Joey, we're continuing to hold here SVRA into that 617. That is the high of the day. Showing me 16s right now, looking for more. SMX is halted down. As this one giveth, it will be very quick to taketh away if you do not have proper stop placement. So make sure you are using sound risk management strategies before weaseling in a trade like SMX. It can wreck your account pretty quickly, especially if you go full size and you go big size. In any event, it is halted, Joey, at exactly $54 on the dot with a theoretical auction price, the top, momentarily showing 46, now up to 47. It halted at 10:21:17. The earliest this will be open is 10:26:17. From what I've seen so far, all the halts have been 5 minutes. Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. So be on the lookout here for a bit of a move down. But I need to basically, temper expectations maybe for the shorts, because the 10 EMA on the 5, the closest moving average to the price action is showing 47.50. We're halted at 54 with a high a day of 60.83. So we're well extended. So it is completely within the realm of normal trading for SMX for this one to halt down, come a little closer to that $50 level, and then perhaps maybe resume trending to the upside. Who knows? None of them march to the beat of the same drum. This one might do one thing and the others might do another. So be on the lookout for that and react to the trades accordingly, Joey.
All right, brother. Yeah, whenever, just remind me which one again there, brother? All right, cool. It sounds good, man. There it goes. Tesla rejecting that resistance zone and coming right back in towards this structure low around 1825. Other than that, Bitcoin starting to come back in. That's all right. We'll look for another trade here, guys. Trade the Pool is transforming how stock traders access the markets. With its limited risk trading model, traders use funded capital while Trade the Pool absorbs the downside. This allows traders to focus on what truly matters: discipline, consistency, and growth. And right now, with Trade the Pool Black Friday deals, you'll get 15% off all evaluation accounts automatically at checkout. When you hit the profit target, you keep 70% of the profits. No fear, no barriers, just opportunity. This is the revolution of limited risk trading, powered by Trade the Pool. Visit Trade the Pool or scan the QR code now to get the discount, and we are going to...
Hold on, this is one of my favorite segments, Joey.
I know it.
Right, small cap recap.
That it is.
So there's a lot of pressure on her right now. There should be a lot of pressure on C right now.
Absolutely. I mean, listen. From what I got from the last one, we might be in a little bit of trouble.
We might get replaced, Joey.
Yeah, we might be in a little bit of trouble here, brother. All right. See
Small cap recap.
Thank you so much for that. So small caps are very quiet on Holiday Friday today. Russell is up 0.4% and lots of individual movers as always for small cap stocks. Let's take a look. SMX is surging over 50% in Friday's session on positive news, with shares trading in high 20s and a market cap around high teens in millions, firmly in the microcap territory. NVNI is up 1.75 on the session after giving up early significant gains. This is a sub 50 million market cap, keeping it in the microcap bucket, up on positive news as well. Last but not the least, VUZI is trading higher on no specific news catalyst today, but is trading higher on relative volume as well. So it was up in the pre-market with other variable and AR stocks. That's it. Thank you. And back to the guys.
Excellent, Sia.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. As always.
So guys, that is Sia. She is one of the new on-air hosts with Adara. Obviously, Adara is sick today. Adara is still around. Sia is, because you guys know, obviously, we're expanding the times for the show, so we're looking at bringing on more hosts. Sia is one of the first ones we're bringing on. We're very happy to have her. She's a very natural speaker in front of the camera.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying in the first couple segments there. It's just like, all right, you're rocking and rolling. Yeah, whatever. Rivian millionaire. Shh. Be quiet there, my friend.
Oh, tell him, Joey.
Ooh, yeah.
What happened, Joey?
I didn't say anything.
What happened, Joey?
Listen, I didn't say anything. But no, in all seriousness, guys, this is what I'm doing.
When'd you get engaged, Joey?
I didn't get it.
Did you get engaged?
No.
Your monitor went out.
Yeah, well, these guys are making false accusations.
Okay.
Exactly.
I didn't even know Joey got engaged. I'm like, where's the invite? I'm sitting here next to this dude 3 hours a day. I don't get an invite?
Listen, we got to be.
What is
Everybody would catch an invitation if there was one.
They catch hands with that invitation too.
Catch hands, everybody catch
My bad.
hands.
Joey, I got to interrupt.
Okay, go ahead.
SVRA is breaking out. There is the new high day of 31s. We just wet the beak there at 28s. Good breakout now. So we've broken out through that, kind of anemic top trend into 620. We are now a 631 high. Let's see if we can form a second bull flag here on SVRA. We've already formed the first one, having started that one right at 9:30. We formed it. Now we're breaking out. So let's go ahead and let's not take out too much too quickly, man. If this is going to be the second bull flag, why the hell would I take out everything in the consolidation area of the first? So I'm posting up here near 40. Let's see if we can price spike up. It's trading at the high of the day. There's a new high day, Joey, as it goes into 33s, looking for continuation into the top.
Absolutely. I wanted to get into something here momentarily. Okay, that's going to be a little Bitcoin talk. So we'll talk about that in 1 second. But what I want to talk about is the neckline. Screen, please.
Why is she laughing like that?
I don't know.
She's always causing trouble.
I don't know.
I want to know what she's doing.
Yeah. So 1 second. Yeah. Okay, guys. All right. So this is what I'm thinking about as for a recovery here in Bitcoin. So we're starting to get that bounce. We talked about the volume profile as well. So if we can get a move back into 100,000, we want to see how to react, how the price reacts. That's crazy. Take that down immediately. Take that down.
Congrats, Joe from the Trader TV
Take that down immediately.
Should we send our congratulations to Selena as well?
To who?
To Selena? I don't know.
For what?
For the prenuptials? I don't know, bro.
Are you kidding me? That's crazy work, my friend. No, in all seriousness, guys, this neckline in Bitcoin, big time fail is correct. So this neckline in Bitcoin is what we're going to be aiming around in 101,000 on BTC. So keep an eye out on that one. And trust me, whoever I just tagged in the chat and what I said, if I could, I would. But unfortunately, I cannot. So keep an eye out on that. Other than that, guys, no trades right now. Nvidia still heading towards the downside potential, LOD.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Future hire for the 5 big ones in the chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Always kind, always respectful, and always a solid contributor in the chat. Get well, Adara. We all miss you. Joe and Sharif, have a great weekend. You guys rock. No, you rock, my man. We appreciate you, future hire, for the kind words and for always sticking with us every day. We see you in the chat every day. You're always contributing positively, and thank you for being there. Joey, I'm focusing on one trade. I hope hope, I'm not boring you to death with this SVRA trade, but if I am, let me bring another one to your attention. This one was given to me by, I believe, Gavin in the chat. Shout out to the OG Gavin there. And this is a good looking one right now as it breaks into the high of the day. I'm talking, of course, about SLNH, and this one's got a good volume profile. Each 5-minute candle has an average here of about 400,000 to 500,000 shares each, up 25%, coming into that $2 area, holding trend. You're getting all the right ingredients above the 10 EMA, above VWAP, higher highs, higher lows, all the right ingredients for this one. So we're going to have to weasel in here if it's appropriate on SLNH. It looks as good, if not better, quite frankly, than SVRA. So we're going to try to work into that. Separately, SMX looks like it will be the first 10-minute halt on the day. All the prior halts, as I mentioned earlier, were of the 5-minute elk. This one likely to be 10. But this one, I wanted to point out, this one started going nuts yesterday in the later time of the day. I want to say around 3:30, and then all hell broke loose at 4 o'clock. Why, you ask? Nobody asked, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Because there are no volatility halt parameters in the aftermarket, as is the same in the pre-market. So the D-gens like myself, their hands start shaking in the pre-market and the aftermarket. They got to start punching in because there's no volatility halt. So you can get price spikes that go way quicker than 10% within 5 minutes, as we are restricted to during regular market hours. It just opened up and it is dropping quite aggressively here into the 10 EMA, trying to hold that $48, $47 area. It's holding for now, forming a hammer candle, but it is red. Let's keep an eye out here on SMX. I like it at a couple of areas. First and foremost, the one right now, because that's the 10 EMA. You guys know how I feel about the 10 EMA. Secondly, I also like this $40 breakout area. Take a look at what we did right at 9 o'clock. That $40 level was pretty hard. We couldn't break it at 9:45. We couldn't break it at 9:50. Then all hell broke loose at 10 o'clock. So if $40 comes in, this could be a great pickup area. I'm talking, of course, about the $40 area. This thing's moving dollars at a time. So you can't get too nuanced with 10 pennies, 15 pennies on something that's doing dollars in seconds, right? So keep that in mind. SMX definitely in view for me here, but we'll have to trade this with much smaller share size, as this one can rip your face off pretty quickly. Joey, you're getting lit up over there. But before you start getting lit up, I gotta read this out.
Read it out, brother.
Another $10 super chat from Mr. B. Davis. Happy Thanksgiving. My guy Sharif, it's been a minute. So good to see you, bro. Love the vibes. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Shout out to the GOAT. Joe, Google, downside or dip by here. Thank you so much, Mr. B. Davis, for the kind words and for the super chat, of course. All class, B. Davis. Joey, he's asking you about goggles.
Yeah. I mean, goggles is, I think at any point, obviously outside of an intraday perspective, is a good dip buy in this name. If you just slowly start grabbing some here and there. We'll take a look at the intraday. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point it bounces. We have Wednesday's low session right here, and you're starting to see a little bit of buying pressure step right back into this underlying. As for the daily, are you going to be grabbing it all the way up here? Maybe not. Wait for a little bit more of a pullback. We might be looking at some overextension. But as soon as if you ever get the chance of heading back into 290s, I think this is going to be an absolute grab, 110%. We like Google all the way. And I told you guys, this was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. So again, just trying to right those wrongs in Google's and picking up some good names. There it is. Off of those lows, I was selling right around here. And then sure enough, boom. Later to that. And we're off to the races. But what we're off to the races on right now is in Bitcoin, as Ed's heading towards the high of the day. There's a move up in Tesla. We flipped long, got stopped out short, seeing some reversal prints off of the lows here in TSLL. I want to make this position a little bit bigger. So bang, just like that, I'm going to double my size. Why? Because we can, and we ain't scared of nothing.
Oh man, this guy's dropping hot lines, man. I don't even know how to follow up with that, Joey.
Ain't scared of nothing.
Scared of nothing, baby.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, that's why.
No, I had something to say, but no, I had to filter it in my mind for it. You know when you're away for a little bit and you know you're not on camera, you know the filtering starts fading a little bit. But now we're back on camera and we gotta watch what you say.
With Cabo and
yo, bro, LA downtown is getting worse. Bro.
Is it?
It's getting worse, bro. I thought it was. You know, my sister was telling me should they cleaned it up a little bit. I don't know where she was looking, brother.
Crazy.
Crazy, dude. Like, it's just full out.
It's crazy how there's both ends of the spectrum.
It is, man. And going from LA County and downtown, I don't want to say LA County because there's a lot of beautiful places in LA County.
Yeah.
But from downtown LA to Orange County is night and freaking day, man.
Really?
Yeah. It's just not the same. It doesn't even feel like the same state.
That's wild.
That's just kind of the way that is. All right, here's the deal. We're involved in KTTA. This one I was involved in earlier. I had a couple of good prints, but I ended up getting stopped out on it. Now it's above VWAP, and it's trying to trend back, I want to say, into that 170, 180. What do we get here, Joe? We got 61s. I'm posted up at 66, then 69, then 74. But there's an aggressive seller here. Why? Well, this is the area we had problems with earlier. Take a look at the candles here between 940 to 955. All of them actually found support at this level. So let's see if we can get above 65. There's the first print. Can we get into 69? We just got 66s. Looking for continuation in 69. And then we're looking at 74s on that bad boy. So KTTA trying to get back above, well, it is back above the volume weighted average price, above the 10 EMA as well, but it's still south of that $2 area. I'm going to be looking here to pick up some off some higher lows, okay? So if we get, a 150 drop in and around that area, I'm going to be looking at adding into that area for an eventual pop above that 175. How's that other trade doing, SVRA? Well, we were hopefully theorizing that this one had a bull flag number 2. It hasn't quite worked out that way. Still showing me 27s. We got 6s, so we're nicely in the money, but that's not why we're in this, right? We're looking for that continuation into the $0.50. We'll have to see what we get, and we won't get upset. Shout out to my man Neil, who's got this day off. Guy at LAX, Sharif, offers some love to the Valley. Brother, I love the Valley. I love Pasadena. Glendale, there's some very nice areas in Glendale as well. I'm not a big fan of Burbank. I like Studio City. All those are Valley areas, are they not? Obviously, the coast, we're not even talking about, Malibu, or not Malibu, Santa Monica. Malibu's, I think, what's it called? Ventura County. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's a lot of places in the Valley that are nice, Joey. But there's obviously a lot of areas in downtown LA that are.
I've personally never been, but what I've seen and what I've heard, it's obviously you get both ends. So we don't necessarily have that kind of dramatic type. What's the segregation, I guess?
Chart hustle. I'll comment about whatever so pleases my heart.
He's back.
Okay. All right.
He's back, and what's back is Tesla. But aside from that, Ozan, where have you been, brother? Rivian Millionaire traders, listen up. First month free. That's right. We're waiving fees. Trade smarter, not harder. Upgrade to Elite, analyze, strategize, capitalize. Our platform. It's everything. Infinite data, instant trading, lightning fast market insights, game-changing charts. Predict with backtesting, reliable real-time data, global markets at your fingertips, all in one platform. Ready to execute your best trades now?
Yes.
Ready to elevate your trading? Scan that QR code, ladies and gentlemen, and click the link in the description. All right, so we missed a little bit of a fill there, but in a TSLA, we're in off of those lows. Great risk to reward. We only have to risk about 15 cents or so to prove that we're wrong. A little bit less, 7 cents, half of that. Then we double up the position, and then we climb all the way up into approximately 1838, looking for that VWAP grab. Some beautiful, beautiful indecision prints off of these lows. Let's see if we can get a recovery in the tech name. What happened?
Glendale is Little Armenia. I did know that.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who's been to the Glendale Galleria, if you've been to what's the other place in front of the Glendale Galleria, guys? It starts with an A. I forget the name of it. Anyway, it's a big shopping mall. Say that again, Asesino? Oh, the super chat, another one. It's on the screen. Intel popping again. Analyst says Apple using them. Okay, we'll have to look at that in a second. I saw Intel popping earlier. I was wondering why the boys weren't looking at it, but I didn't look at the. I didn't look to be the Americana. That's it, guys. Thank you. So I've been there plenty. It's definitely a nice time out there. I have nothing bad to say about that area, Joe.
All right,
but
hold on, Shreve. Let me.
Go ahead,
you got
Joey.
anything to cover?
No,
there?
go ahead.
All right, there we go, guys. So we're back here in Tesla. What we took off is just a measly 2%. Looking for a little bit more of a move to the top side and a break of the volume-weighted average price. But look at the Nasdaq this morning. This is disaster. If you're trading the Qs, this is the opposite of what you actually want to see. SPY a little bit stronger, but this sideways chop almost an hour, so we're a little bit over an hour into the session, not good. So watch out for support levels to be breached, and some of these larger tech names. Coinbase was moving all the way up to 280 from 270, so that's a nice move there. So I have to keep my eyes on this as we're starting to come back into my break even. Not too good of a look, looking for more of a continuation in the strength. But the NASDAQ and some of the other names saying, Meta up to 644, guys.
All right, guys, SVRA's into the 10 EMA on the 5. I've got 6s. The 10 EMA is at 610. So I've got decisions here. Do I flatten out the remaining position or do I add here? A couple of things that I have to consider. The 10 EMA is one of the levels I look at. The other one, of course, is the volume weighted average price, which is showing 6. So here's the deal. I'm going to get in a small amount here on SVRA, and I'm going to save the big ad for that $6 area in case it does dip in. So we'll go ahead and wait there, and we'll throw that at the $6 area. SVRA, looking for the move back up. Let's go ahead and post here at 14s and see what we can get in and around that level. So that is one thing that I wanted to cover. The other one, KTTA, I added into this one for a possible higher low. We'll have to see if that higher low stands. We have now 60s on KTTA, and it's showing me 58s right now. Lastly, though, I want to mention to you guys a really good one. ONMD. I did mention this one to you guys at the top. I said, it was trying to hold above 2, and there it is, rocketing up right at 1035 into a new high of day, $2.30. It's up 55 2/3 and coming back down now, possibly maybe into 215. There was certainly some selling in and around that area. Look at those closing prints right around 215. That could be an interesting add. Otherwise, I'd be looking at that 205, 2 to 205. The reason I say that is VWAP is at 206 and the 10 EMA also at 205 or 206. So you're getting a little bit of overlap between those two key areas right now. So that's what I'm looking at right now. SVRA and KTTA are the ones I'm involved in, but I'm very interested in SLNH as well as ONMD, Joey.
Absolutely. Beautiful stuff, guys. It's time for us to post up here to see if we can get that move. So a solid recovery, so a 1-minute candle, overlapping bars, but we want to look for that 1840 as our next potential profit target. I know as soon as I post up, they're going to be like, we don't want to fill this guy. But at the end of the day, we're going to go there so we don't have to wait. And that's going to be that next specific target. The NASDAQ can't find a direction yet, guys. What are the big boys up to? I think it's being led to the downside by Nvidia. So if you get a bounce there, then I think you're going to be okay. So there it is, guys. Some nice indecision prints off of those lows. Volume relatively subdued as well. So keep that in mind. But 1, 2, 3 touches almost to the penny at that 177 level, and you're starting to get a little bit of a bounce. But look how close VWAP is hugging price. That's to be noted, because it's extremely, extremely important. So there it is, a nice little bounce to the top side. Can this be sustained? Keep an eye on the volume, because if it doesn't pick up, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, and it might be more of a chop fest, grabbing, absorbing, and then as soon as enough people get trapped, they're going to finally pick a direction, and you better hope you have picked the correct one. Aside from that, Sharif, let's take a look at the top performing sectors before we send it back to you, my brother, and see what we got going on for this shortened session. Once again, I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And okay, perfect. Energy up 1.4%. Financial sitting in that second place, 0.93%. Materials, 0.6. And then the bottom three, the real estate, still positive. Consumer staples, positive. Healthcare, not positive. Now we're going to send it off to Sia.
Overall, the market is looking quite positive with the S&P up 0.3%. Let's have a look at what and where the weakness is lying currently. The only place I could see that the weakness today is majorly tech, with Nvidia, Apple, and Google all in negative territory. However, Microsoft is strong up 1.2%. Retail also, if you see, is performing great, with Amazon doing really well this Black Friday, up 1%. Weakness also seen in healthcare, specifically pharmaceuticals, with Eli and Lilly down 2.6%. J&J down 1.1%. Elsewhere, I feel like banking stocks are strong. In the group, JP Morgan is strong, 1.6%. That's all. Back to the guys. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Sia. Yeah, important, obviously, to keep an eye on the different sectors, especially on a day like this, Joey, where, some lighter volume trading. So if there's any, exuberance one way or another, sometimes it shows up a little bit when there's not too much on the other side of the equation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Just looking for some relative strength across the board here. And what we're not seeing it in is Tesla. You sly dog, you. We needed to start rocking and rolling. But what is cooking? Oh,
what
my
is cooking,
day, Sharif, is Robinhood. Who are these guys?
Who are these?
At the end of the day, man, you're not far off of that previous all-time high, Sharif. This is a big-time move. You're right back up to $130. Just like that, as quick as you would like. We'll take it off the 24-hour clock and see what we got going on. Indecision print off of the lows, support neckline holding up beautifully, as Obi would like to say, and then a move higher once again. So you're only a couple percentage points off of that specific level, 15 to be exact. At one point, we were down almost 30% off of the high.
30%?
33%.
That's crazy.
But this is what I was saying, Sharif. We talk about taking the stairs up and then jumping out the window on the way down.
That's not good, Joey.
It's not.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the inverse as well, too. You can recover as quickly as you went down in really strong names. Thanks for the birthday wishes, CJ Ramirez. Much appreciated. So there it is, guys. 15% recovery off of the lows from $100 to $829.
Joey, whose birthday is it, brother?
Well, they said happy birthday, Joe. I'm playing along there.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I said thanks for the birthday wishes.
My boy's Libra gang. Joey, we're officially at a Scorpio season.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well,
they're an intense bunch.
They are, man.
They're an intense bunch. You know a lot about that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do, man. I do.
Shout out, brother.
Yeah.
Shout out. Always fun in games. It is Sagittarius season. It is fire sign season for the little bit. Shout out to the fire signs. You know what I always say, though, Joey? There's no fire without air.
There's no fire without air. Oh.
Isn't that true, though?
Yeah, you're
Doesn't
not wrong.
fire need oxygen?
It needs oxygen to
That's
the
what I
flames,
heard.
Man.
Boom.
Fire without air. Also,
with
shout out to Avatar Fire and Ash coming out in a little bit less than a month. I know you're looking forward to that one.
Of course.
Sharif.
I'm going to be at the movie theater right away like I always go.
You're pre-ordering tickets. Yes, dressed up in blue. As well.
Dressed up in blue, says Assassino.
There it is, man.
This guy, bro.
Fire and Ash.
All right, here's the deal. SVRA, happy with this ad. Joey, we added at 9s. We just wet the beak there into 23. So the ad on SVRA for the moment paying off. Let's see if it continues to do that, okay? So happy with this trade. Let's talk about this new one that I've got involved in right now. SLNH. Shout out to Gavin for giving me this one. Look, I got in here for the 10 EMA hold, knowing full well that a little bit below that 10 EMA was the volume weighted average price. So we already got in our position at 81.5. It's showing 82 there, but it is 81.5. And I've got another possible DCA to fill at 77s. That is to defend the volume weighted average price. Those are the ones that are doing okay. The one that I'm concerned about is KTTA. I got bamboozled on this one earlier. I had a couple of good prints, and I may be getting bamboozled on it again. Now, we'll have to wait and see, because that 150 area, not just a $0.50 psychological support, but it is, in fact, the volume weighted average price. That's, hollow, that's not that good if you're looking for a trend up, because what we've got right now are 3 red soldiers here on the 5-minute chart. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and yes, you guessed it, lower low, lower high. So what's the silver lining? The silver lining is that 150 area is the volume weighted average price. So I'm looking for that area to hold. Let's see if we do get that on KTTA. It's up 44, 43.25%, and it is coming back down here into the $0.50, Joey. I've got what I perceive to be a possible money fill at 48. It's at 48 right now. I'm not getting filled because it's not crossing. There we go. We get the fill. Let's see if this one breaks through 40, because that's my line in the sand. We're not going to be DCAing into an oblivion here on KTTA. It has to hold that 40 penny level. Otherwise, I'm gone. What do you got?
Yeah, same thing, Gorev. I'm going to be taking out the majority of my position if we can get that move up there. I'm still sitting on approximately 90% of it, 95 even. I took small potatoes off. Even more, guys. Come on, let's go. There it is. Look at the time diamond sales, guys.
Look at
it go. Look at clean flushes at the ask and above it, and now we're getting that strong move. But what we need is to also correlate that with our volume by time profile to see if that starts to pick up. If it does not, our chances of catching this fill, come on, you can do it. You can do it, Bitcoin.
You can do it.
Bang. Or Bitcoin, I'm talking about TSLA. It's just always in my mind at all times. Guys, if I'm not at home staring at charts, game planning, then I feel lost at times. There it goes, Sharif.
What happened, Joe?
Pop to the top side, my friend. This is what we got to do. Bang. Right at the volume weighted average price. There it goes, Goreb. Can we get north of that? I didn't take as much off as I would like. I feel like I'm yelling right now. Am I yelling?
Yeah. But it's fine.
It's cool.
Everything's good.
Woosah. No, in all seriousness, guys, because I'm Joey Chills at the same time. Right there it goes. Some more off on TSLL, starting to finally cook up that storm. Happy Friday. Happy belated Thanksgiving to the fellow Americans. It is Black Friday, so let me know, guys, if there's any specific deals out there. Tag me in it.
You looking to buy anything specific, Joey?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Are you
allowed?
I need a plane ticket, my boy.
Plane ticket.
Yeah,
I like that. Do those go on sale on Black Friday?
Dude, you don't even.
I have no idea. Do they?
You were here when I was going through that hiatus with the old airlines there.
Yeah, of course. Did you get your money?
I did. I got a little bit of money.
That's good,
but
bro.
These guys messed up super large. So
What?
24 hours cancellation, you get a full refund. But I went through a third party for a discount. They didn't call the secondary airline for my departure flight.
Which was a different one than Air Canada?
Yeah. And then they never refunded me that. So I have to rock with a specific one.
Another thing,
Yeah, so we got one, but hey, I need to go to where Sharif was just at, my brother. You know, I love Viva la Mexico.
Mexico. It was nice, bro. It was nice, man.
Come the new year. There goes Tesla. Now we're almost, I think we are positive, 0.75%. Bang. We're really starting to cook up today on TSLL. Bottomsnaggers.com. That's what we're living, and we're going to continue to rock and roll.
All right, SLNH just dropped below the 10 EMA on the 5. I still have my order at 77s to get a dip into the volume weighted average price. Do I have to move that up? I do, because the volume weighted average price is now at 78. So I'm actually going to front run it into 79. Let's see if we can get the fill there. SLNH, if it drops below that $1.75 area, it is all over for this trade, and we will take an L on it. Let's see what we get, and we won't get upset. Shout out to the dude, Neil. He's having some family time, man, as well as he should. Smart man to take the day off, because we obviously had yesterday off. SVRA, which just wet the beak a little bit there on a nice pop back up. And then last but not least, KTTA. Okay, finally getting a green candle under its sails here. Let's see if it's able to print, though, a higher high. To get above that higher high, that prior candle high, it's got to get above $1.58. So let's see if it's able to work there. It's at 154 right now. Let's see what we can get on this one. ONMD. I was yelling about this one earlier. It wasn't just Joey yelling. I've been yelling as well. That's typically what I'm doing. That's usually what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
ONMD, Joe, popped up into $2.30, rocketed right back down into $2. Here's the deal, though. Take a gander at these higher lows. So this is ugly, right? But this shows you a tendency for the name. Meaning what? Meaning when it makes a new intraday high, it has a tendency to sell off aggressively. That should play into your strategy and your thinking. Once, twice, and possibly, OB, he is the one thrice coming after this 230 area. We'll have to see. But what I like about this is this little looker right here. Higher lows all throughout, despite the fact that has a tendency to sell off after making a new intraday high. I can get behind that, especially at that $2 area. ONMD, definitely in focus for me here. Let's see what we get on this one. I think I just got the ad on SLNH. Let's take a quick look on that one, and we did. So let's now throw in the stop below 175, Joe, on this one. So how many shares we got? We got that many shares. So let's go ahead and wait here, and then we'll give it to here for this many shares. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see if we can get rocket back up on this one. So 3 trades. Some of them in the money, some of them not so much. All right, who's this? PW 639-875. Thank you guys for all you do. Grateful and thankful always. Go Bills and God bless. Shout out to my man PW 639. I think Neil will definitely love that Bills comment there, but we love the love from you coming as well. Who's that assassino? This one. Shout out to Eddie. Yeah, he's definitely Armenian. Look at that last name.
Yeah, I like Eddie
that.
too.
That
Eddie
last name yells Armenian.
Dude, on Wednesday, Eddie gifted like 200 memberships.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God. Yeah.
Fantastic, Eddie, man. Shout out to my man, Eddie.
People don't forget Eddie.
Being an Armenian myself, Glendale is the reason why California car insurance rates are so high. Go figure what I mean. I know exactly what you mean. They're very active in that regard. Hey, I'm not pointing any fingers. I mean, I'm just.
What, saying that there's
I'm not Armenian. No, I'm not.
But that there's a region in Ontario on why our insurance is slightly higher.
Toronto? Yeah. The carjackings to no end?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, they'll steal cars from everybody. Mitch Marner got his Range Rover stolen in the movie theater parking lot that I go to.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Didn't he get jacked?
Yeah,
he got carjacked.
Yeah, he got carjacked.
It wasn't even a break-in. He got carjacked.
Like, get out of the vehicle.
Okay. I'm getting out.
Right away. Yeah, no problem. There's
I'm gonna
no
fight you for that?
no argument
Absolutely
there whatsoever. But see, if this isn't,
I don't pay all that money.
America, it would be a slightly different story.
Tell him, Joe.
Here it goes to the top side. TSLL. Listen,
my man.
You guys are the best. Roy Tesla, Majid, you guys are absolute superstars. When you say things like that, we cook up even more. So there it goes, even more to the top side. Tesla, TSLL up 1.5%. Piecing more out, I have 50% remaining of my total position, grabbing it off those lows. Obi, flip game strong. We were short, get stopped out, break even. Boom, we flip it to the long side, double it up, and then sure enough, we're starting to chef it up. Sia, what do you got?
Hold on. Before we go to Money Talks, Sia, there's a saying. Money talks and something else walks. What do you got there, Sia?
Don't say it, obviously.
I don't know if I was supposed to answer that or not. Okay. So overall, we are seeing a dollar weakness heading into the weekend as traders continue to look for indications of a cut from the Fed. The dollar index is trading near a 2-week low, and markets are ramping up expectations for a Federal Reserve rate cut in December and price in a more dovish path into 2026. A softer U.S. data and signals that Donald Trump's administration favors a more dovish Fed chair are reinforcing the move. Moving on, the yen is under pressure on continued Bank of Japan hike speculation. The dollar yen is hovering in the mid-156 area, with the yen still historically weak, but stabilizing as traders increase the bets that the Bank of Japan could deliver a rate hike as soon as December. It's worth noting that features just a second here. The CNE features have resumed trading, but the major CME group disruption earlier today temporarily halted FX and commodities futures trading, distorting price discovery and volumes across currency markets during Asian and early European hours. Back to the guys.
Thank you very much for that. Sia, you're getting a lot of love in the chat as well she should be. Shout out to Sia, the newest member of the Trader TV live team, and we're very happy to have her. Shout out to Sia, killing it already. Joey.
Yes, sir.
Go KTTA, go Assassino. Finally, starting to give me a couple of red triangles there on the chart. So we're looking for continuation here above the $1.70. That is where we topped off at the 1035 candle. The high of that was 167. Let's see if we can get above 170. We got higher lows. Now we need those higher highs to ride trend. Keeping an eye on this one. Also keeping an eye, of course, on SVRA as it continues to hold the 10 EMA on the 5. Where I added into this position, we did wet the beak into the quarter dollar, but I'm looking for a little bit more. The one that's undecided and that I've taken absolutely no prints on, SLNH. It is above VWAP. We got the add at VWAP. I'm not adding any more. It's going to have to change trend for me to add, as well as obviously take some profits. SLNH, what I'm talking about there. There goes KTTA back into 163. Where are we waiting here, Joey? We're waiting at 65. So we need that break above 65 to get the print. Then, of course, if we're waiting in the 60s, you know where we're waiting. It shouldn't even be a question. We're waiting at 69er, and then we're waiting at 74 as well for a nice break up there. But the high of the day of this bad boy, $2.06.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Amma Hamanda asking, Joe, I sold January 2028. You didn't put the ticker in there. I sold January 2028 15 strike puts when it was at $12.30. Okay, when it moved up to 1480, those puts raised in price, while the calls I bought same date doubled then. Why? Ended trade now 4.1K in total profit. I need to know the ticker, and honestly, I have to read a little bit more. This is slightly confusing, and I'm kind of concentrated on this, but Emma, Amanda, I will get back to you, I promise. So if you stick with the boys in the later half of the session, I'll do a little due diligence for you, and then I'll get back to you with an answer. But aside from that, guys, Tesla kind of going off with the market right now. It's struggling to break this 1852 level. So if we can get that breach, we're going to post up at 54s to see if we can catch an additional fill. But a little bit of a pullback that we're experiencing. Robinhood heading up into those pre-market highs and now coming back aggressively, Sharif. So we want to keep an eye out on that. But I mentioned, guys, 15% off of the previous lows in Robinhood. We'll take that all day, every day. This name has absolutely been monstrous for us, and it's going to continue to do so, in my opinion. But there it is, an additional fill on TSLL, continuing to climb, hitting that high of the day, establishing a new one roughly. Guys. We're going to have to put in some. We're going to have to take some more out as we're continuing to climb. Man, oh man, Tesla doing your boy a solid on this front.
Go look at my screen. What's the strongest microchip semiconductor name on the day?
SMCI.
Intel. 7.5%. And here's why, Joey. Headline reads as follows. Intel to ship Apple M processor as early as 2027. No way. Is this a foundry thing? Let's find out. Intel is expected to begin shipping Apple's lowest end M processor as early as 27. TF International Securities analyst Ming-Chi Kuo says via X, he added, there have long been market rumors that Intel could become an advanced node foundry supplier. So it is for the foundry business. That's very good for Intel, and likely as a result of the pressure President Trump has been applying. Let's cut the crap. He took an interest in this company, not for it to flounder, but for it to flourish. And he's going to apply pressure, obviously, to have that succeed. So supplier app, but visibility around this had remained low. My latest industry surveys, however, indicate that visibility on Intel becoming an advanced node supplier to Apple has recently improved significantly. Apple previously signed an NDA with Intel non-disclosure agreement and obtained advanced node 18A. So we're talking about the 18A node, not the 14A one. Big difference there. That's more akin to 3 nanometer or 4 nanometer in Taiwan semi-speak. The key simulation research projects such as PPA are tracking in line with expectations, and Apple is now waiting for Intel to release some whatever PDK currently scheduled for the Q1 of 26. Apple's plan is for Intel to begin shipping its lowest end M processor utilizing the 18A AP advanced node as early as Q2 and Q3 of 27, but actual timelines remain contingent on development progress following the receipt of whatever that thing is. Okay, interesting look there. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because a lot of people are speaking about Intel as well. They should be up 7.5%, the strongest microchip name on the day. Not even close, Joey. KTTA, we just took out more there at 65. Now we're waiting at 69, 74. Let's see if KTTA can take out that $1.70. That $1.70 was a good area of support earlier. It is now acting as resistance, so we got to clear that in order to get some more prints. Keeping my eye on that, Joe.
Yeah, all right, guys. I guess that was a wild guess of mine anyways. Yeah,
Thank you, cool man, for that.
INTC as you're heading up to 3960s, but what we are looking for is a continuous new high in TSLL. We're posted up at 1854s to see if we can catch an additional fill up there. I mean, this was strong. This was the okay. So I don't know if we're going to head up into there. If we do, I think it's going to be a bonus because I'm looking at Robinhood, Bitcoin starting to come back in as well too. But what's forming a steady grind and a beautiful channel here is META. Ooh, we don't want that. We don't want that garbage.
You don't want that, Joey.
Yeah, exactly. So there it is. Boom. Almost a new high of the day in Meta. And this is what we want to rock and roll, man. Listen, it's why sometimes, regardless of the time frame in which you're trading, just get out. Listen, and I'm talking from experience.
Right now.
Oh,
the end of
that's
you
JoJo.
and me.
That's JoJo, no?
Is it actually?
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
that's
perfect.
JoJo.
How apropos.
I'm pretty sure. Dara would be able to fact check.
I think she's in the chat, bro.
Yeah,
so she might be able to answer. Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, guys, what I was just getting at is, okay, I understand sometimes taking the loss is grueling, but what's even worse is this holding a position and then watching other setups come on display, and then you not being able to take them because you're all tied up in this one specific losing trade. Tina Man always says, don't send bad or good money after bad, and it's kind of the same thing. Get out of those trades when you're supposed to, but at the end of the day, when you do, it's going to set you up for some beautiful trades, and that's like Meta. If I wasn't so heavily in a specific name, I would have been able to add more into Meta and sending even bad money after good, which is something
I'm just worried about the people that bought at the bottom, Joey. I'm worried about them. They're $100 in the money. What are they going to do, Joey? They're probably panicking.
Like, at this point, like, see, that's the thing, Sharif. Anytime I see one of these hyperscalers, the mega cap names, down 20%, it's like throw the kitchen sink at it. If you got any cash on the side, starve for a couple of weeks. No, don't do that, obviously.
This guy is throwing bad advice there. I love it.
Throw what you have in it and what you're willing to lose. Because at the end of the day, over time, they have proven to recover again and again.
Yes. Guys, I'm not panicking about Meta. I'm being as facetious as I could be.
Extremely sarcastic.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was.
But listen,
yes, sir.
In all reality, we know what happened with Zuck and company before with the metaverse. So when he gets CapEx heavy spending, people get worried. The street gets worried.
Yeah.
But throw that out the window because this guy continuously wins time and time.
He does. But you know, let's be fair. Let's talk about both sides of the equation here. He doesn't have the same runway to monetizing his AI spend as Amazon, as Google, as Oracle do. They are going to rent those neocloud computers immediately to customers and start reaping the revenue. He's not. He's got to reap the revenue through ad sales. So those ad sales better do good. Number two, Llama sucks. It sucks.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Okay, but we can only judge what's going on right now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. But this is what I've been saying for quite some time, and we're starting to experience it. With OpenAI, Gemini, it's like, okay, OpenAI was king of kings. Or I don't know why I always say that. Was king of the LLMs. But at the end of the day, you're getting this leapfrog style within this race. Is like, okay, one day ChatGPT is the best, the next day Gemini's the best, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, Perplexity, oh, Llama's starting to gain a little bit of ground.
Now Gemini, everybody's talking about Gemini. You hear Brendo's loving Gemini.
So there it is. That is.
No, you're absolutely accurate, man. Shout out to Eddie R, man. Don't throw in the sink in it. Just let it sink in. I like that, my man. Thank you for the $3 super chat. That was quite whimsical. And what is life without whimsy, right? There's a little bit of whimsy, bro. You gotta have a little bit of whimsy, Joe.
You know what my grandparents used to say to me all the time? They said, you have the life of Riley. But I never knew.
You have what?
I have the life ofRiley.
What does that mean?
Well, that means apparently I have a pretty good one, but I didn't know who Riley was.
Who is Riley?
I don't know, but he had a good life apparently. So shout out to
Riley.
I know Riley. Yeah, exactly.
I can get behind that.
So there it is. What we're also getting behind, Sharif, is more fills on TSLA as we climb up into 1855, putting in a new 1 minute high, not quite 5 minute, and we're starting to creep a little bit higher.
50s TV show.
50s, there we go.
Undefeated
50s,
chat.
There you go, undefeated chat. There we go, the life of Riley. Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? I'm aging myself a little bit here. Even though I was born in 92.
You're good when you're next to me, brother. You're good,
I actually used to watch black and white TV.
There was a very, very brief period in my life where there was like one black and white TV.
You know what show
still
it
around.
was called?
Which one?
I think Leave It to Beaver. I'm pretty sure. My great grandmother, used to watch it all the time. Sharif,
yes, sir.
Oh my days, here we go. We're starting to cook up, guys. As we slowly, we're gonna take another 10% out right there at 1855. So that's what we got going on. And a new one. Oh, Sharif, I don't even know if I can send it over to you at this point, brother. As we're continuing to climb, look at this breakout that we're experiencing here on TSLA, guys, climbing back towards the high of the day, and we still have
Be Still My Heart
5% of our position remaining, and there goes another high. We got to take some more out, brother. I can't.
You got to take out more, Joey. You got to do what you got to do, my man.
Myself at this point, it didn't give me the fill. Dirtiness. Oh. Baby, let's go. Hey.
I'm loving it, man. Jalean Nightmare was telling me, what were you watching? Genie? Leave It to Genie? What did he say?
I don't know.
What was that movie? Genie in a Bottle.
I don't know that one.
Was that the one where she was like an actual genie and she dressed up in pink and stuff? In the 70s? It's like a 70s show? Yeah.
Bullshit.
No, dude, I used to see this on like right after school.
Oh, yeah?
They used to have reruns of it on. Say it again, Fabian. It's like Bewitched. Yeah, okay. I Dream of Genie, man. It's I Dream of Genie, not Genie in a bottle. You're killing me, man. You got me in trouble with the chat. It's okay.
Look at Tesla go.
Chat's always wrong, he says. Nah, man. It's I Dream of Genie, dude.
Look at INTC Go.
Go.
Look at Intel Go.
Where's it going,
Look
Joey?
at Tesla Go. Where is Katina Man when you need him? I gotta hit this. No, I was telling everybody in the chat street.
What were you telling them,
They
Joey?
were giving me a limit on how many times I could hit this Stone Cold, but I was like, you can't hold this man down here, so I'll get hit.
Hold on, they're giving you limitations?
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I was about to say, Joey Options
too many times,
it takes orders from nobody.
Yeah,
Shout out to my man, Joey. I'm playing. All right, guys, we got a whole bunch of prints here on KTTA, but as has been the case the entire day, it's a little ziggy-zaggy. It makes an area high, it drops back down, it's holding VWAP, it's holding the 150. I've got 150s on, so we're 6 pennies in the money currently on the remaining amount. Let's keep an eye out on this one. But this one, SVRA, continues to trend up into that 6 1/3. In fact, 6 1/3 is exactly the high of the day, 33s that is. We got 27s on right now. Well, actually, we have 12s, having added at 10s there. But looking for a little bit more. Now, how's this one doing, man? SLNH, Joey, we got $1.81. It's showing me 80 right now. I feel like getting out of this trade because the volume is just dropping off a cliff, and I'll take the 1 penny loss if I can right now and get out. Now, this, I may feel bad about this because, look, this one's holding above VWAP.
Oh.
I think I'm just going to hold on to it. I'll let this actually go negative on me. I don't want to take it out if the technicals are not telling me to take it out. So I will kind of be a little bit stubborn with this one. I want to see it hold above the volume weighted average price. My issue is it's not making any higher highs. And what I'm looking at is my side chart here. I see higher lows, but you're not necessarily getting the higher highs that you need on SLNH. So I don't know if I should be getting out of this one and just focusing on something like ONMD. ONMD has been fantastic. Look at that lower trend line that we drew earlier. Still very much valid, still very much holding up. But it really hasn't changed its tune all that much. It makes new intraday highs and then sells off aggressively. You can predict almost where it's going to go to vis-a-vis this lower trend line over here. So if you get a new area high, let's just say 250 or whatever ends up being the new area high on the day, look for the retracement if you miss the move up. But right now, you're in a great area to get in. I'm going to get in, Joey. I'm sick of talking about it, man.
Do it, man.
We're going to flatten out the hot garbage SLNH here. I don't care if this one pops up. I'm going to go ONMD. This is probably going to make me pay, but we're going to punch in here for a nice move up. Let's see what we get on ONMD. We're going nice over here for a nice breakup. Now, what's my move? Below 2. It loses 2, it loses my trade. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to throw in the stop right now on ONMD. Keeping an eye on that bad boy there. But we have no profit takers. So what's that all about? We got to take out some here, and then let's layer the profit takers in the mid-teens, mid to high teens as well. Let's post up some at 18. Maybe we'll even post some at 222. So let's see what we get with that bad boy. Let's go to KTTA, still holding above VWAP, still holding above the 10 EMA, still south of 70, excuse me. I'm wondering here if I should add, because we're still getting higher lows. KTTA has very similar higher lows to ONMD. I don't know if I want to add into this one, though. I'm thinking about it. I'm not going to add into this one. I'm not going to add. It's shortened day. We've got like another 45 minutes. I'm just going to let this one do its thing 21 or 25. Joey, SMX was halting to no end earlier, so let's get back to that one because I know people are talking about it here, and it looks like it's going to move up into 50. Look, I don't like this one. Ow. It's still got lower highs based on that area where we halted at around, what time was that? 10:25. We opened up at around $51, and since that 51 and 3/4 high on on that candle at 10:30. It's been a series of lower highs. Let's break that lower high trend by making a print above the 1050 candle, which has a high of $51. So if this one breaks above $51, that will be a break of trend and a possible move up. So I'm probably not going to trade this, but I'm going to keep an eye on it for you guys. What are you looking at, Joe?
Yeah, same thing, man. I almost caught a new high there. Didn't catch the fill at 64s, but we take some more off. This remaining candle, so I had about 45%. I just cut that in half up here, but then Tesla puts in a new 1 minute high and continuing to climb, going off of what Google is. That thing's bleeding, hood bleeding, and Tesla, there it goes again, Sharif.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is madness, brother. Madness.
I like it though, Joey.
Yeah, no, it is what it is, man. We're
Your boy Elon wants to double his fleet. You see that?
What I was gonna say to you, you seen the Meta and the Google news, right?
No, remind me.
The
TPUs, of course, tensor processing unit.
So that helped boost both of the names.
Of course.
And because I was just thinking of it because we were just talking about Meta and everything.
I should probably mention that one of the guys that's actually working in the TPU division at Google dropped an X post laughing at the sell-off on Nvidia, saying basically you guys don't understand how this works. I don't know if he's got shares in Nvidia or what's going on over there, but you know, it was well received because he is part of the TPU team and he's making statements like that about Nvidia. But I want to get to this on Monday because I feel we don't have time. Application-specific integrated circuits. Do your homework on the weekend about that. That could be a major disruptor for Nvidia, especially for the hyperscalers who have to buy umpteen amount of these only to kind of design their software around the Nvidia architecture. The application-specific integrated circuits are the exact opposite. You're designing the chip based on the software, so it works seamlessly. It could be the major disruptor that we're talking to about.
Didn't Nvidia just partner up with somebody though, who they can modify? Who was that with again?
I have no idea. You tell me.
We were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
I thought or the week before we were talking about that. Where now that you can modify the NVIDIA stack essentially.
I don't know about the stack specifically, but the disrupting part of ASICs, number one, it's way cheaper, way less energy hungry. You're not locked in by the CUDA software, right? So you can kind of integrate. And to be quite frank, it integrates better because the chip is designed for the software. It's not the other way around. So that could, you never really know how these things end up working, but it's just some food for thought to have in the back of your mind when you're doing your investment planning. This guy's lit up over here. Show him what you're looking at, Joey.
Man, yeah, this is going nuts at this point, man. I think we can head towards that high of the day as Tesla just puts in a new high. I got nothing left really, but we're gonna continuously piece it up. 132 Wolf, yeah, I do, 110%. I'm gonna get one because a couple of my buddies have them. I'm like, yo, those are so nice. Oh, Katina, man, baby, he's coming in. He's ready to rock and roll. He's got a little smirk on his face as well, too. Hi, Joe. What are some cool catalysts for Tesla? It is not, I mean, it is a tech company, I think, at the end of the day. Even though we think of them as a EV company, no, they're 100%. You got the storage. You're working on autonomy. So it's one of the purest plays in Mr. Dan Ives' view. So there it is, guys. Tesla continuing to climb higher. Also, our boy Meta continuing to climb as well, too, up to 644.
Oh, no.
What happened? Who is it?
I'm pumped, bro. Meta, man. What are you kidding?
Absolutely.
Where was this thing? In the 580s?
Yeah,
570s?
585.
I hope people bought.
Low, man. I hope people bought. I hope you bought. If you didn't buy it, I don't know.
Dude, it hit almost 80 on the dot.
Yeah,
580.32. It defended 580, Joey. Didn't print below 580. I'm just looking at it right now, yeah.
All right. Katina, man, gotta check this out, brother. Look, short here, boom, boom, we piece it out. Get stopped out, break even. Well, guess what? Flip game strong.
Flip game strong.
TSLA, we double it up. The clip wasn't even empty, man, and we put the extendo on that bad boy, added more shares, and then sure enough, climbing higher and higher. So we got 60 rounds in that one there, my friend.
Not a boy. Shout out to Gorev. I was DCing in Meta, and my last average down was 581, which became the bottom. Bang. I don't know quite exactly where my bottom price was because I just throw out those those orders ahead of time, so you don't really have to make the decisions, you know, in the moment. And quite frankly, you're not always there to punch in. But one thing that I should mention to you guys, one thing that's really helped me is I've changed my order type to fill outside regular trading hours, because oftentimes, Joey, what we get is really good prices in the pre-market and the aftermarket if there's a sell-off, and I want to be able to participate if the price that I like comes in at those times.
Anytime, like they can, we want to catch fills anytime.
You want to catch fills anytime, my guy.
Any place, man. Anytime, anywhere.
We'll have to see how Meta does both, like, because you and I were just talking about this, right? Like, we have to see some monetization come in the short to intermediate term on this huge AI spend coming from Zuck, whether it's the acquisition of talent or the acquisition of chips and data centers. He's going to have to monetize this. Otherwise, he's going to be made to pay. So one thing that I'll be looking for on the next earnings call is, has there been a boost to ad sales as a result of the investment, or are the investments still being made for the future and are currently unprofitable? If that is the case, I think he may be made to pay, at least in the medium term. We'll have to wait and see. It's always a bit of a tough one to call, especially with Meta, because their business model is so different than Google's, despite the fact that they are the two biggest digital ad sales names in the world. Are they not? I'm pretty sure that they are, yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, continuing to watch here. KTTA, we just took a beak wetter at 70. This one's continuing to trend up, higher highs and higher lows. SVRA, we're still holding some here. We don't have too much left on this one, but I'm waiting for a 33 penny break. It's holding the 10 EMA like a glove. And I just knew I was going to be made to pay. I got out of my SLNH trade to get into ONMD. I got stopped out of ONMD, and then look what SLNH is doing right now. So I feel pretty bad about myself. But it's one of those mistakes hopefully we can correct, so we'll go along here and keep an eye on it. There goes KTTA, Joseph, in the 75s. We have 48s after the ad on this one. We initially had much better than 48s. There it goes. Let's see if now we can get something into 82s. I'm going to wait at 82s for a price spike up. The high of the day on KTTA is 206. Keep your eye out on this one, moving up quite nicely.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, Rook 78, anytime, anywhere, brother. That's what we want. No, but in all seriousness, that's the beautiful thing about, hopefully, some brokers don't allow them to. I can tell you one of my long-term will not fill you in the post market.
Absolutely.
Or the pre-market, right?
Okay. TD Canada Trust.
Nope.
8 a.m. is the first time you can take any trade, right?
Exactly.
So if you're doing that in your bank account, then you're S out of luck.
Yeah, you're S out of luck. So that's why having a little bit of being versatile is extremely important. So now in all seriousness, Glenn Smith, Tesla is all about the machine that makes the machine, manufacturing technology. Yeah, I mean, Brendo talked about it earlier, and I said this a while ago too, is that once they have the ability to grow this and expand, it can go exponential. We were talking about the linear growth essentially within the autonomy, slowly starting to expand the geofence, slowly starting to expand his fleet. But once
he's expanding the Austin geofence?
Yeah, well,
have you seen the geofence?
Yeah. Well, maybe you don't know which direction though.
My man, that was a great one.
You don't know which direction, my friend. But no,
if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah. So anyways, guys, aside from that, we're starting to come back in a little bit here in the markets. Coins still holding up around the volume weighted average price. INTC living in its own realm at this point. And Robinhood heading back towards the low of the day, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, I punched into SLNH. Let's see if this one wants to get back into highs. A good bounce off VWAP. I feel stupid for getting this out. I shouldn't have been getting this out. I knew that I was making a mistake. It was above VWAP. I was wrong, and I was made to pay. So hopefully I won't make that mistake again unless something is breaking down below my technical levels. Just keep focused on it, man. Anyway, let's see what this one has to offer us. But this one is, what's going on? There we go. This one's continuing to do well. KTTA still holding above 70s here. I've got 82s next for KTTA as it shows me 74s again. Let's see if it's able to work up into area highs, and SVRA is right at that 30 penny level. I'll submit to you the real resistance on SVRA is at $6.30, despite the fact that the high of the day is $6.33. Take a look at the closing prints are all at that 30 penny level. So we'll keep tabs on that. SMX, we got to cover this one for you as well. It's still putting in lower highs. So this is why I don't like it. Let me make my case to you guys here. The lower highs on SMX need to be broken before I think this one's ready to go. So since we halted down, remember that halt down that at around 10:25 that we thought was going to be 10 minutes? I don't know if it was actually 10 minutes. I'm going to double check. Yes, it was 10 minutes long. So that halt down was 10 minutes long. And what it ended up doing was it opened up at about 51 1/3. Since that time, it's been lower high, yes, and more lower highs. We're still above key technical levels. I'm talking about that $40 breakout level. I'm also talking about the volume weighted average price hanging now at 39.5. So that's a great overlap between a breakout technical level and an indicator technical level right there. I'm talking about VWAP, of course, both intersecting generally at that $40 area. So SMX could be a money fill at 40 bucks. I'm not saying it will be, saying something to look out for there. Keep your eye on that. And then what else do we got, man? TMC. So this one, I wake up, I'm all happy about this one. The metals company, you guys know I'm involved in this. This company basically has a proprietary extraction for critical minerals from the seafloor of the oceans. And apparently there's these nodes that are super heavily dense in these critical elements, minerals, magnets, all that good stuff. And they've got this machine that can extract it. The problem is they don't have the regulatory framework. They don't have the approval from the regulator in the US to go and start doing it. So they're waiting for that. We'll have to wait and see when that comes. But TMC is a company I'm involved in addition to MP Materials. I've got a couple of names there that we're looking to make some money on, hopefully, man. We'll have to wait and see. So TMC up 10.5%, but very much selling off after that big spike up yesterday at around 5:30. It already had a good day. I mean, from 9:30 onwards, it was about 7% and change. But when all was said and done, from the aftermarket to from the 5:30 to the aftermarket high, we were up 41% on this name. So good look, but we definitely need continuation on this one, Joey. So that's what I'm keeping my eye on right now.
Yeah, absolutely, Ron. So yeah, in all seriousness, let's break this down, guys, because what we want to do is obviously always keep an eye on the volume. But I think at some point we're going to fill this gap. When I seen this in the pre-market, I'm like, no, it's either we're going to be really, really strong today, or it's going to be a complete disaster. And sure enough, the latter was most definitely in play. And look, just sticking to our rules, I'm so happy that I didn't take that fourth attempt. 3 strikes, you're out of there. 1, 2, 3, and that was an accidental. I meant to get out right here, and I added by accident, but anyways, we got out of that. So this is only 3 trades, essentially, and I'm extremely, extremely pleased with myself for just getting out when I was supposed to and going with that gut instinct. We're starting to head towards a key level and a neckline. And in this market, these necklines do get broken, guys. So pre-market support right here, and the momentum and volume drastically starting to pick up. This is going to be your 3rd largest volume print, and look at the strength within this. So this is when we want to correlate our volume and price and classify something as a genuine move. Effort and result, right? Effort and result, right? So I was going to get up and get it, and then the screen would have just been blank. So a good thing I obviously did. But no. Look at the effort within the candle, right? And then look at the result within the print. So for me, that's just telling me what happened. What's funny? So yeah, there it is, guys. And this is something that we want to keep an eye out on all the time. So if this was an indecision print, like if we head over to the actual underlying and go to the daily on Bitcoin, in which I was referring to the largest volume print since November 20th of 2024, and the largest volume print on IBIT ever. It was literally ever, Sharif.
In the history.
Did you know that? Did you see that?
No.
On Bitcoin, did I talk about that when you were here?
The largest volume print ever?
No, on IBIT, yes.
Okay.
But on Bitcoin, it's the largest volume print since November of 2024. November
very
20th.
interesting.
So November 20th, 2024 was the largest print in a span of a year.
Right after the election.
And then a year later, it puts in, a year and a day later, it puts the largest print.
What an
since that span, yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
So, yeah, very, very interesting stuff. So that's why I'm not going to be getting involved with it to the long side right now. And I'm extremely overweight, even though I did trim some off, guys, and I've rotated into some other names, Meta and Robinhood. Haha. Yeah, so let me hit that there when there. But no, in all seriousness, that's what I did. I rotated out of weakness, and I tried to find a little bit of strength, but the market is most definitely coming back in here. Something must be going on, because this is some serious volume, Sharif. Look at this
going
go.
on, man?
So Bitcoin
Market's dropping,
Yeah,
big time.
Bitcoin selling aggressively here. Look at Google put in a new low of the day, and then also look at the volume step in on the SPY. Big time move. So so everything like an hour plus of trading to the top side gone in the span of 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I'm just looking here at some positions, Joey. All right, good. Yo, Ramram's getting a little bit bossy. You see that message she just sent?
What did she say, man?
Look at that, bro. Look at it. She's like instructing everybody to do things. Don't worry about it, Ramram.
Yeah, but
Yeah, she's bossy, Brendo.
What's so significant about December 1st? I need a little more.
Well, she's not going to
detail
give it to you. You're just going to have to, listen to Ramram.
I thought I looked cute every day.
I have nothing to say to that. I will not comment about that whatsoever. I think you're a great-looking guy, but I'm not going to call you cute. I promise you that.
Yeah, that's all right.
SMX.
I'll take it all day. But
Bruh. SMX is halted to the upside. There it goes, baby. Above $51, rocketing up 53.16 is the whole price, having halted at 11:27.53. So let's keep an eye out on this one. The last halt, I believe the down halt was 10 minutes long. Let's see if this one's going to be 5 or 10. Gonna keep an eye out. You guys are killing me in the chat, man. We're having a good time, guys. It is a shortened day, so we're going to have a lot of giggles on the show. Hope you're having a good time with us right now. SLNH dropping again into that 180 area. I could be buying in there because that was the area we couldn't clear. So if 180 was the level of resistance, if it comes back into it, I want to be a buyer there. In fact, I'm going to buy some right now at ones. Let's see if we get that. We do get it. Keeping an eye on that one. How's my friend SVRA still hanging out though at 630, unable to clear it and unable to clear that 633 high a day on SVRA. How about KTTA? Well, still in the money on this one, but for how long? We broke the 170 resistance, but we're coming back down into VWAP. Most notably, though, we are still putting in those higher lows on KTTA. So VWAP is at around $1.53 or $1.52, can't quite tell. That could be another reload area here on this one. We don't have too many shares left, so I think I'm going to throw an order for that print right there. Let's see an eye here. I'll shout out to Eddie R, dropping 5 nice ones in the chat there. Someone do something to SLV. I'm bored. I need another 50 cents. You ask for it, you get it, my man. We're going to get Katina Man to punch into SLV right now. And he's got the money done, he said. He's got the most buying power, I promise you that, on this stage. So he'll be able to move the market. This is a great move up here for SLV. Brendo was pointing out silver to start the show. Katina Man was talking about it. Neil's been talking about silver for a while. 50 looks like the high of the day there, brother. You're still holding up at the 10 EMA on the 5. You're putting in higher lows. In fact, this could be bull flag number 2. Whether or not you get bull flag number 3, Joey, I think you're going to need a decided break of 50-50. Then you might be well on your way. But you only got another hour and a half left before this market closes. And about half an hour left with Joey and I as the big boys come back on at 12 o'clock, right at noon there, Joey.
Yeah, stop the bleeding, man. Katina Man, what's for lunch, brother? We never even got that one.
There's some beef there, bro.
I'm a beef, eh? All right, cool, man.
Man.
I mean, hey, let's see what we got going on here. Google potential move off of these lows. Do we take a stab at this one? Nice indecision print there, guys. We could just risk a little bit lower than what this candle wick low is. Let's actually get this on a better time frame so we can see this more clearly now. All right, cool. Sounds good. So yeah, there it is, guys. We're gonna take a little bit of a long here on GOOGL with $316.59 going to be our stop. Gia, what do you have for us?
Better be good news on crypto.
Well, it's not looking
Let's go,
good right
Gia.
now.
Let's go, Sia.
I call her Gia. Let's see.
Thank you, guys. So here's your crypto update for today. We're seeing continued strength in crypto markets. Bitcoin's rally has extended back above $90,000 as ETF inflows drive positive sentiment. Spot ETF inflows remain at record highs, supporting not only Bitcoin, but also tokens like Ripple as new spot ETF products continue to launch across major exchanges. Moving on to the next one, hopes of another Fed rate cut before the end of the year have also lifted risk appetite. We're also seeing strength in SUI and BONK. These are outperforming at the moment, with traders betting on a December Federal Reserve rate cut. And finally, elsewhere in Turbo, Bat, and Fun are posting gains among smaller coins. And that's all for your crypto update for today. Back to the guys.
Thank you for that. See, I do appreciate that. Oh, I thought he was here. I was about to talk to him about GTA 5. Fabian, did you hear about GTA 6 having like a hidden map or something like that? That's supposed to be some security company that they're working with. Look into this, brother, because I know this is right down your alley. So apparently there's a hidden map within GTA 6 of specific areas, and it was supposed to be like accessed by intelligence companies. I know it's going to interest you. So. A lot of speculation about what they're doing with GTA 6 there.
When's this game being released?
November. It was supposed to be a day after my birthday. It was supposed to be May 26th, and I'm the 25th. And now they're talking about November next year.
So 26. Wow.
Yeah. We won. That's why it takes 10 years to
make that game.
Yeah, but are you surprised, Joey? Are you surprised? I mean, guys, this is bamboozlement 101. They teach this in first year bamboozlement at York University. Guys, look at this move. 60.83. We pop up, we're about to halt at 60.83. Then all hell breaks loose. We're halting down now at 51.90. Oh, wow. And another false halt there. This is crazy, dude. Now we're dropping even lower. Limit down is 50.48. Keep your eye out on the red rectangles on my time and sale, on my level 2, 50.48. New halt parameter here. What a move up into 60.83. Now it's over $1 lower, and it's going to halt another false halt, popping back up into 51, 52 now. This is really, really aggressive, very volatile, probably caught a lot of people off guard here with that $10 drop. If you were sizing it substantially, I feel for you. Hopefully, shout out to Aura Alpha, sold at $60.48. You know what we're going to do for you? We're going to reserve this for you, Aura.
Oh, wow.
Money.
Great trade there, my man, and very, very sound strategy to get in through the break of 60, because it was 60.83 high, then all hell broke loose to the downside. Good for you. Hope you're printing up several storms on your side of the screen there. We're going to keep tabs on SMX for everybody who needs it. I'll keep you guys apprised about the theoretical auction price if this one does hold again, Joey.
All right, cool, good stuff, guys. We're cooking up here on Google as well, too. A nice little grab off the lows. If it comes back to the break even, we'll hop out, no worries. More or less a super scalp on this one. 13, what is my average there?
What's your average?
$317.70. We piece it up into 18s roughly, and continuing to grab some a little bit higher. Can we put in a new 5-minute high? There it is, Sharif.
Yes, sir.
It's not going to, yeah, it is actually relative. No, it's not too bad anyways. I'm going to eat those
too bad.
quick. No, not so. From a spread standpoint, I know Adara would like that, but there it is, guys. We'll see if we can grab some 18s over here. And nope, it doesn't want to flush, so we'll take a little bit more off here. No, it doesn't want to. This thing's really moving right now. So let's try to catch as much as we possibly can. A nice recovery in Tesla as well, too, north of the volume weighted average price. So bang, a nice little piece off there. I didn't put on too many shares considering we're still sitting in this Tesla trade, but I'm not going to complain about this whatsoever. We'll hold on to the remaining for the dream. But that spike to the downside, when we seen that volatility come into the markets, Intel was literally didn't even flinch. So if you want to look for relative strength, keep an eye out on INTC. Have we potentially topped out? Possibly, considering there's only approximately an hour and a half left in the day, so people might start walking away relatively early. And whoever's in a food coma is like, yeah, I'm out of here. A couple trades in the morning, and then see you later. What is
AC Slater?
I was gonna say AC Slater, but what is Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Which one?
His favorite in Terminator is like hasta
la vista, baby.
Yeah. So
I'll be back.
That's what
that's the one you're talking about.
I'll be back.
There,
So they'll be back bright and early on Monday. If not, then I don't really know what to say. They're probably sleeping in, but hopefully they're not, because we start at 8 a.m. now these days. So if you are sleeping in, you're going to miss a lot of information, which I think is really, really important. But we're continuously taking some out here on
Joey.
GOLG.
I got a very, very important question to ask you. And you know that's like how you could tell it's not important at all.
Oh, I thought it was going to be really
Nah. Right. Favorite Terminator? Don't get this one wrong. There's only one right answer. No. Terminator movie. My bad, Obe. Sorry, not Terminator as like the different Terminators.
Which one did he say?
He said Arnold, right? So it would be what was it? T1, T100,
Yeah,
T100,
yeah,
right?
but, oh, dude,
What's your favorite Terminator movie?
Oh,
1,
man.
2, 3, and then there's more after that. But to me, it's just the first 3.
Okay, well,
One sec.
yeah, well, I was gonna say Salvation. Terminator Salvation.
So what is that, 4?
Yeah,
or
well,
5?
That's the only one I know. You know what?
That's a mistake, said
no,
Fabian.
Listen. I'm
Judge
gonna go with the
Midday.
chat is saying 2. Terminator 2.
There's only one right answer.
All right. There we go.
T1000. Shout out to Liquid
T1000.
Metal.
Thank you.
Dude, like, growing up thinking that something could be liquid metal, it makes
that's
everything,
so sick. Yeah.
not quite up to standard.
What's his,
you know what I mean? They created technology to make that effect, says Fabian. I'm not surprised, brother. What are you going to say? The liquid metal effect.
I forget. Oh, what's the buddy's name? Who's like the chosen one? John Connor.
John Connor. Yeah, of course. Sarah Connor, obviously, Mom Duke's there, and she was very tough. Obviously.
Google.
I think definitely number 2 is the best one. No question about it.
Yeah.
Number 1. When you watch number 1, it's like very, very dated in the graphics, so it's kind of funny.
What year were these made?
84, I think, was number 1. I think 92 or 91 for 2. I'm pretty sure. And then 2003 for 3.
I have a hard time watching those movies.
I know, but there is some nostalgia to it, right? Like, but it is funny to watch.
Yeah. I have a real hard time, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Predator movies and stuff like that. I don't know. I have a little bit of trouble with that. But no, aside from that, guys, Google. Wow, off of these lows. Oh, he took too much out too early, Katina Man. So a sniper mode off of that 5-minute print on GOOGL. This is turning out to be a half decent Friday, guys. Do I take it out or wait for a potential resistance zone high? I have nada left.
He's got
so
nada.
I have one out. I'll take it out right there. Only because I wish I had some more and I didn't go buck wild over here and just on the piecing out aspect. But we're still sitting in a little bit of Tesla. We'll hold on to that. Google working out relatively well. We traded 3 names, 2 of them green. The only red one here is on Bitcoin. And you can see it didn't recover as strong as some of the other names.
All right. Sorry, I was just focusing here on SVRA. So we did get the beak wet there at 33. We got a new high day on SVRA. In fact, it's 637. That's a new area high, so good trade on SVRA. We're still holding pieces here on KTTA, but I've got the lofty profit taker here at 82s. It's not even above 70, but it is most notably holding trend, what is set trend of higher lows and higher highs. In fact, it feels like an upward channel. Let me make my case to you guys on KTTA. So it looked definitely like a head and shoulders pattern. No question about it. You get the prior uptrend, check, left shoulder, check, head, check, right shoulder, check. Only thing is, it didn't break the neckline. The neckline was at $1.33. It never even came back down into that after forming the right shoulder. So here's what I see. I see higher lows, basically since the area trough that we put in at around 10 o'clock, 10:05 to be exact, and we've got higher highs. Certainly, so this is an upward channel. So what I'm looking for here would be a break above 175. That doesn't mean I have to trade it in only that way. If I'm pretty convicted about the higher lows, I should be adding when it dips down into that lower end band and then wetting the beak when it comes into the higher end band there. I'm talking about the upward channel on KTTA, which is up 57%. So we're gonna keep an eye out on this one and look to do some more damage. One thing we have done no damage on is SLNH. This one's volume profile is starting to decline again. It is barely above the volume weighted average price, and it is at the 10 EMA on the 5. I've got 83s on. It's showing me 82, so I'm already a penny out of the money on this one. I took no profits at 85, despite the opportunity to. I don't know how I feel about this one. This one feels like it is making a lower high, and then it is a candidate, a prime candidate, that is, of course, Joseph, for a flat bottom break. Having that bottom break at around $1.77, $1.78, that's where the volume weighted average price is. So if I start seeing any prints below 80s, we're just going to take the hit on that and take the 4-penny hit and then call it a day on SLNH, never to look at it again. I exaggerate for effect. So we're going to keep eyes on SVRA, ONMD, and KTTA. We'll continue to highlight technical levels on SMX. Unlikely to trade it though for myself, but I know a lot of traders in the chat are. And so as a result, we'll keep that updated for you guys. Joey, what do you got?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, Sharif.
Yes, sir. What do you got?
You know what time it is here, guys.
What time is it, man?
I just hit the thing, man. Bytes to bucks, baby. Let's go check out some of the algo activity. Working on 2 brand new ones, man. This is monstrous stuff, I tell you that. And I'm not exaggerating for effect on that one, Sharif, for sure. Google, let's head over to this, see if we grabbed anything on today's intraday session and see how we've been performing. Going over a bunch of names. Did it pick anything up today? Nada, but that's okay. I mean, this is close, but there's a little bit of, so there's a couple criteria that would make it not want to pick that up. Now, as for Tesla, did it grab anything over there? No, which is totally fine. We're just looking for something. I go across the board and I just run through a watch list to see how we've been performing as for the past month. And I'm like, if it doesn't perform well on this name, then I don't even really know what else to tell you guys. But again, fantastic stuff. In a span of a little bit of a month and a week, you're gonna take that all day, especially if you have the right basket of names. You're not gonna run it through the whole market. You wanna go back and see which ones have been performing the best and which ones are obviously not performing relatively well at all. So we'll go back to the November 24th. It gave us a nice little entry over here. This was our entry candle, a second attempt here, and then sure enough, it doesn't get triggered until later. But again, nothing's gonna be 100%, but just look at the profit and loss ratio compared to one another. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades in the span of a month. 3 of them are wrong, 2 of them are 5 trades in the span of a month. 2 of them are right and 3 of them are wrong. But look how much larger the wins are. So we'll go over these here momentarily just to see what we got going on. And sure enough, you're hitting the profit targets and you're getting out when you're supposed to. And that's exactly how you want it to execute. I mean, 500 lost there, 500 lost 1,000 there, but 1,200 win there, $2,700 win there. And that's just kind of how I designed it. And I'm really thankful that it's working. And I got 2 more that I've been working on that are starting to cook up relatively well. So that is your.
Oh. I like that.
Yeah, well, do you see how I hit it before?
I did.
And then I hit it after?
You
know
haven't
who I
been?
took that from?
Who'd you take it from?
Katina Man with
Katina
the
Man,
for lunch, man.
Of course. I was going to say, though, you haven't been as paranoid and obsessive about your algo as when you initially started.
Because that was like, you know when you get a new toy, right?
And you've ironed it out now.
Yeah, now I've
I like that.
No, dude, I told you I'm working on 2 more that are pretty much close to being done as well, too. So
Hold on, there's more algos? There's more than one?
I got 2 more. Yeah, I got
My
2
man.
more. Yeah. So one of them is closer than the other. So once those are complete, then it's game time at that point.
I like it. I like it, man. Shout out to the man doing the algo business. I definitely like that. Aura Alpha's got $46 buy on SMX. Look at it rocket up back into 52. Great buy, brother. And that was a great eye by you because that $46 area held to a T. And I literally mean that, to a T. You have 2 one-minute candles, both of which defended $46 and nothing below it. So good spot there. And then you're obviously well in the money now, $4 in the money. I don't know how much size you're taking, but that is a great trade by you. Shout out to Aura Alpha for having the compunction to punch in there at 46 and the ability to see that double bottom. Shout out to the man. All right, we're going to keep an eye out on that. We'll always mention SMX because I know a lot of you guys are trading it. I'm going to flatten out my trade. No, actually, I'm not. I'm going to wait till 2 o'clock. Last time I flattened out my trade on SLNH, I was made to pay, and I would have been printing on that, but I'm not. I'm actually 2 pennies out of the money on this still. Not the same situation for SVRA. We're nicely in the money on this one. We've got 12s and it's showing me 31s. Let's see if we can start trending back up. KTTA though, man, it's starting to break trend a little bit here. So remember we were making the argument earlier that this one's got a nice up trend line with basically holding higher lows. That's in jeopardy at the moment. So my trade ends on KTTA if we make the first area to make a new low. So for me, it's going to be below 155. I'm moving up my stop from below 150. We're moving up to 154. If we lose 154, that will be a lower high and a lower low. I'll have no qualms with that. So we will get out there if that is the price that's going to break. So KTTA, we move the stop on that, but I'm also going to put some profit takers at a bit of a lower level. Now that we're winding down the show, I may not be able to get these moves back up here. All right, I'm good, man. I'm not waiting for 2 at all, brother. We're good to go. I feel refreshed, dude. To be quite honest with you, man.
Yeah, nice
I
break.
looked at my phone maybe twice a day. Yeah, it was fantastic. Rarely took out the phone out of the room.
Yeah.
I just leave it in there. There was Wi-Fi all over that place, but I wanted nothing to do with my phone, quite frankly.
Man.
Yeah,
Enjoy your environment around you. Because
man.
we don't
Dude,
get
I
to
saw
live in
humpback whales.
That's
Do you
how
have
sick
any
is that?
insane
How big they
are?
That is
And it was
crazy.
early in the season too. The dude was like, they typically migrate from the feeding grounds in Alaska, and then they go to the breeding grounds in Baja in the southern Pacific. But they typically come like January to April. So there were a couple of early birds.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. And so there weren't too many. Saw a gray whale, saw a humpback. Yeah, man. You should monstrous, bro. Breaches.
In the ocean. That's just
crazy. Well, are they actually, Katina, man? I mean, they looked huge to me, bro.
A buddy on my hockey team goes on the East Coast, goes to like the Tulum area and Belize and does the blue whale watching.
Oh, okay. So that's a different migration. Interesting.
So I mean, that stuff's phenomenal, man. I love nature. I've always
Same with me, bro. Same with me, man.
And I just find it so weird how like why would we want to destroy this stuff, man?
You know what kind of
more like the Avatar.
got me a little bit. Okay, so LA, typically not too much humidity in LA. Like that's the difference between West Coast heat and East Coast heat.
Okay.
We've got a lot of the humidity on the Atlantic, not so much in the Pacific. It was different though in Tulum, in Cabo, because we're more south. But what I was expecting is because there's a desert as the backdrop that would just suck all the moisture out of the air. That's not actually what happened, brother. It was quite humid.
Nice, good time.
Completely different than LA.
Good time of year to go as well, too, man.
It was chill. It was like 27, 28.
That's perfect. You're not dying of heat in the middle of summer and stuff, and have to fear of the rains. No, I'm glad that you had a good time.
It was relaxing, Joey.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because I was like, I'm kind of like, and I had to like pause myself. So I'm kind of like Dennis Rodman, and I'm like, okay, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying here, but just someone who needs to take that break. You remember in the Michael Jordan documentary when he's like, I gotta go.
He just left. He's like, I need a vacation. It's like, what?
He just needs to mentally get away. And
he's a wild man. I love that guy.
That's how I am as well too. But in all seriousness, guys, I'm glad that we got all out of that Google. It didn't climb much higher. We top ticked this almost to the penny, which is a pretty good look. And then we're still sitting in a little bit of Tesla. I could take my remaining bid out here at the crack of this neckline. Considering we only have 10 minutes left, that'll be it for me as for trading, because there's only going to be an hour left of the day. So I'm not going to try to just go around and snipe specific things. Even though Robinhood is looking pretty attractive right now, nice indecision print off the lows. And if you want to grab these signals in some specific names, find the strong ones because they bounce more aggressively. So Robinhood, potential move back towards the top side. But again, Friday, volume's cool, holiday weekend essentially. You're probably not going to get that aggressive recovery in which we're typically used to seeing over the past.
What do you think about December, Joey?
You think we get the Christmas rally? I mean, it's kind of started a little bit.
Can I say something though? Yeah. Like we've kind of bucked a lot of the seasonal trend this year. Yeah. We had an Uptober.
That turned out to disaster.
It was October.
Well, I mean, for Bitcoin, maybe I guess.
Well, Bitcoin got shellacked, but we're talking about the markets in November, in general. It was in October. If I have to check to see where the NQ is month to date, but we're up 0.5% almost. So we could, Brenda, what did we need on the NQ to close positive for November? 2.5. So likely going to close red on November. Not that bad though. The point is, I don't feel we've gotten that typical seasonality. And we didn't get that, aggressive sell-off in August like we typically got the previous 4 years.
Type price action.
And I don't know. I really don't have any proof. But to me, it feels maybe there was a lot of pull forward in selling, Joey, when we got the tariff tantrum in April and the market kind of did a preemptive correction. So maybe we don't correct as much as we typically would. I don't know. Just spitballing here.
With that being said, do you think that we may not see as an aggressive of a Christmas rally as
that's another good point.
Anticipate?
That's a great point, because if we didn't get the deeper retracement, then we moved up as a result. And I don't know let's find out what the triple Qs are year to date, Joey. 21.11% for the triple Qs year to date. You want to find out what the SPY's at? Let's see where the SPY's at. 17.2% for the Qs, for the SPY. 21% for the Qs. If we closed out the year right now, that would be another 20% year for the market. The only year that we didn't have an up year was 22.
Yep.
So 5 out of 4 to 5 years, excuse me, since the pandemic, we've been up, and that's compounding, baby. Those returns are compounding. So that's kind of what I love about that.
Yeah, big time. Obi brought us the 12-month chart actually on the overall market, and
always he does.
12-month.
Says you always got to zoom out.
Exactly. So essentially what he showed us is that 22 was the only one, and then it's been up ever since. So some solid years running, and I think it's going to continue. We know that we have a lot of the tech analysts who are extremely bullish, whether it be Tom Lee or Dan Ives, that say, but they think that this rally and this run can go on for a couple more years, and I think so too.
Oh, yeah. Same.
And I don't want to put it on one specific thing, but I think a key driver of it obviously is the AI trade.
Of course.
But you have to take into consideration the capital expenditures as well too. So the market, I believe, is going to continue to climb until we mentioned before things start to cool down.
Yeah, now I was just not a proponent of making comparisons between the dot-com bubble, and I didn't feel that there was any sort of similarities between them, because you have companies, real companies, making real monies, not inflated valuations like we typically saw in the late 90s, early 2000s. That just wasn't the case. Now, whether that doesn't result in a bubble, there could be another variable that comes in there that causes a bubble, but I was just not one to want to draw the comparisons quite quickly with the dot-com era at all.
And the probability, someone mentioned in the chat as well too, the probability of the December rate cuts slowly starting to increase as well.
But you gotta figure that's a little bit digested by the market now, right?
Yeah. So pricing it in.
It's priced in.
And if you don't get it, watch out.
Absolutely. There'll be a correction.
You'll see a little bit of correction.
Did you see President Trump said he basically knows who he's going to appoint? And he was trying to say that he wanted Scott Bessent to take it, but he wouldn't take the job. And he was doing it while Bessent was there. He's like, I wanted him to take it, but he didn't want to take it. Right? He's like, okay, well, you're embarrassing him now, right? Anyway, TMC, guys, breaking trend, rocketing up above 645 into 676. That is technically the high of the day, despite the fact that we were above that level in the pre-market. Those are not official prints. We're about, still lower than that 7.5 that I would be gauging for, which was the area trough from yesterday. We also closed out 8 p.m. So after market trading yesterday at around 7.25, that could also be another area of resistance to keep your eye on. I'd be looking between 7 to 7.25 as a resistance area for TMC if it continues to run up and clears 6.75, which it's at right now. I just got stopped out of the last remaining amount on KTTA. We took profits there. I didn't allow it to go against me as it did break down below VWAP. And in addition to breaking down below VWAP, it has now broken that higher low trend that we were speaking about earlier. So let's see now if that lower trend line, which was acting as support, now acts as resistance if we are to climb back up near that price level. So watch out for KTTA giving back a little bit here. Separately, SVRA, we're still holding a piece on this one. I don't think I have too much left, but there's not that much time left on the show, so I may be flattening out on this one quite soon. And that is it. ONMD is also below VWAP. Just taking a quick look here on my scanner. There's a new small cap gapper making its way onto the scene, but the ticker, very familiar to me. It's VEEE, baby. So just say V. Look at this thing rocket up into 280. It's all gas, no brakes. And this one, a little bit different than the ones we've been trading today. Why? Because it was doing absolutely nothing in the pre-market, only really getting the big price spike up and volume print at 10:15. And since that time, it has been, I'm surprised you guys didn't tell me about this. Usually there's a zillion of you guys yelling at me in the chat when small cap gappers are breaking out. But this one has absolutely never broken trend on the day. Look at all the prints defending the 10 EMA on the 5, rocketing up into that 284, 285 area. It's up 55%. I know for a fact this one is a former runner because I remember the ticker, and there's the daily. When you see these huge outsized days on a daily chart like this with a reversion back, you know that these ones are former runners, former convicts, as we lovingly call them on the show. Not in a bad way, obviously, because we'll trade them because we know that they have a tendency to make big intraday moves. The problem is, of course, they tend to revert that move either the same day or the subsequent day, so don't fall in love with these stocks. Up 55% here, Joey. Going to keep an eye out on this one.
Yeah, beautiful stuff, guys. We only got 3 minutes remaining. Again, we traded 3 names. We'll do a quick trade review. Tesla was definitely the saver of the day without any form of questioning. Short right here. We piece it out, piece it out, piece it out, stopped out, break even, and then we get that double ad. I'm like, you know what? You're not going to get away from me this time, because we did miss on the ad here as the volume stepped in aggressively. So there it is. Boom. Double up the position, move it to the top side, and we piece it out. Almost top ticket there. And yes, we are, my friend.
All right, Joey.
Yes,
each
sir.
year, 3.8 million concussions are reported in the U.S., yet, sadly, there is still no FDA-approved treatment. New York Stock Exchange, NYSE-listed Orgenix, trading under ticker OGEN, is changing that with its first-in-class intranasal drug designed for rapid brain access. And with the concussion treatment market projected to reach about $8.9 billion by 2027, Orgenix is uniquely positioned to lead the way. So learn more and schedule a meeting today. Shout out to OGEN and their ambitions there, Joey. All right, let's cut all the other. I don't want to say cut the crap again. Let's just look at SMX, guys. Rocketing back up into 57 bucks. It's got a great trend under its wings right now. It's got a lot of bamboozlement into that $60 area, but it's holding trend of higher lows. Keep your eye on this one. It's still very, very strong, up 225%, above the 10 EMA, above VWAP, above key technical levels, I want to say, of 50 bucks. So this one's all gas, no brakes. Let's see what this one does actually after the market closes today, because it's going to be an early close. How long does the aftermarket run, Katina Man, on shortened days? Who knows in the chat, guys? Half hour, that's it? Either 4 or 6, OB saying. If you guys know in the chat how long the aftermarket lasts or goes till on shortened days, tag me. 5 p.m., everyone's saying 1 to 5, 1 to 5, okay. 5 p.m. says Sean. All right, sounds good, good. Okay, so we'll see how long that one lasts. SMX is the one I'm talking about there. Good strength. We'll keep an eye out on that. How are we doing in Mag 7 world? Let's bring in the watch list over here and see how big tech is doing. We got Uber up, Joey, 2%. The Flakes is up 1.6. Softy finally catching a bid, maybe because Google pulled their complaint against them in the EU, but more on that on Monday. 1.4%. Meta, 1.88, looking to go 2, and most notably coming back into that 650 area. It's only Apple and Goggles that are negative on the day today. Down 0.33% is Apple, down 0.5% is Google. Amazon rocketing up on Black Friday, 1.5%. Tesla getting a nice bid here, 0.2% in Greensville after our friend Elon basically spoke about expanding the robo-taxi network in Austin. I misspoke when I said it was Apple and Google only negative on the day. Nvidia continues to suffer as well. The worst of the bunch, might I add. Almost down now into 176 territory, almost 2% negative. Nvidia continues to sell off. As you know, we'll see if people are taking profits or what they're doing over there, Joey, but it is an interesting look. Guys, SMX is going to halt up. We're at the high of the day right now. Again, 62.14, false halt on SMX. Another halt parameter coming in here, 62.14. That still hasn't changed. We're showing 25 on the ask, 14 on the bid. Let's see if we get a couple of more seconds in this way. We'll get the gray out. 2, and there it is. We are halted up again on SMX, $62.14, halt time 12 on the dot, 45. That tells me one thing, Joey. You want to guess what?
What? It's 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock in my truck. I don't know how the song goes. Anyways, I'm in the gym. I'm playing hockey later. We're getting the double activity going. I hope you guys are staying active. You know what I mean? So this is how we rock and roll on the Friday. And then we're just doing some more work. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, some family feud.
Some family feud.
Yeah, going
what does
on
that mean?
Here at the desk. Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you playing? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Oh, yeah? Well, we'll see.
Let's see. You already have Jim in mind, don't you?
Of course. I'm always Jim. I've always got Jim on my mind.
All right, man. That's what we both, we got Jim on our mind. And
I haven't been here in a minute. I'm going to hang out.
Yeah, you're going to hang out.
I'm going to hang out. Why not?
We missed the What's for Lunch segment, but that's okay. We're going to go figure that out right now. Aside from that, guys, I hope everyone's had a fantastic session. It's Sharif and I. We're going to send it off to the big boys. Welcome back, my boy.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yo, everybody. Yeah, welcome back to the last hour. I guess this is now, Power Hour. Oh.
This is the hour.
With only 1 hour left. I mean, what are we supposed to do? And it's, good call on that one and good question there on the midday till 5.
Yeah.
So you said 4 to 6.
I said I was like, I know it's somewhere around 4 to 6.
You nailed it. That's perfectly right. I mean, you got the average, you got the mean in there.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, you got to just revert it to the mean. I can't give you everything.
Exactly. You answered it as per, so that was a good one there. But welcome back, everybody. What a great job Sia's been doing, filling in for Adara today. So we want to thank her for all of that. We want to thank all of you as well for coming in. I mean, everybody's just moving over right now. Mike Peter Ryder right here. Yummy Thai. Ooh, yummy Thai food right now in the chat as well. Investing to travel is here. There's so much, like the names are just so different now that it's just like, I want to do like roll call, but it's getting out of hand. What's up? Brown Lightning, Artificial Cops is here. Obi is here. And Obi, make sure everybody knows Power Hour is in there right now. Yo, what's up, Derek Thompson? What's up to everybody that's in there right now, Bronson and everybody that's here. So thanks, glass half full. We're going to see if the glass could be half full today. Let's talk positive, right? I mean, no matter what the market's doing, it's up. Will it be red on the month? It looks like it will be. I mean, unless we get 2% move higher right now, the market will stay, the NASDAQ will stay red this month, which is fine by me. Many names are completely, in reasonable levels to look forward to for December. And now we are only 10 trading. Well, it's December 10th, so I guess we're roughly, it's Wednesday is December 10th, so we're about 8 or so trading days away, 7 or so trading days away from the next Fed rate cut, Obi, which is looking more and more likely as the days and the minutes go on here. Up to 87% when I checked this morning, and still 87% right there for a chance of a Fed rate cut on my screen right now. Right there, so you still got a pretty good chance there, and even into January, where there is a 25% chance of another quarter point coming in January. So I think we're getting close to the Fed rate cycle being true to what we thought it would be, right? And that is a cut environment. And as long as we have that, we have good earnings, we have hopefully some positivity on the trade front. We had some peace initiatives, obviously, in the Middle East and with Ukraine. We have Bitcoin battling back, although Bitcoin right now, yuck, 91,000, heading a little lower. I think the environment is right for a decent last month, and we'll see if the Santa Claus rally hits, which is just the last couple days anyways of December when Santa Claus. I have to find out that definition exactly. I remember Michael was on with us one time and talked about Santa Claus rally. It's misunderstood. I'm going to have to look it up because it's only a matter of days there. I think it's like the 5 days.
25th?
Yeah, it's like the 5 days before, then like the 3 days after or something. There is a technical breakdown of the Santa Claus rally. Merry Christmas to all as we switch over from Thanksgiving. Now is the time. Like yesterday, we went and got our tree.
'Tis the season.
Yeah. So now, who puts up Christmas stuff before Thanksgiving? Like, is there anybody in the chat? No, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's definitely people that do it, dude. There's definitely people that do it. Yeah, exactly. People front run Halloween as well. People front run Halloween like by like a month or two. As soon as like the inventory is like in the stores, you start decorating and stuff. And I think front running of Christmas definitely happens as well. Yeah. A couple of months before, in anticipation.
I didn't realize.
Ready, putting the lights up, putting the tree up.
Okay.
Getting the ambiance to be a little festive as well. Whoa, there goes SMX unhalted now. Another lick grab of the day highs right there. So we did attempt to push towards 62 halves roughly there. I was just looking at between 60s and 65s. We push, slamming back down. Again, I was talking to Sean about this, and I even mentioned this in the morning. I'm like, guys, this is a little bit of a recipe for a mover, especially on a day like today, and move. It did definitely both ways. Again, getting a little bit trappy here, right? I was like, if this is going to go, this is definitely going to trap a little bit, and a beautiful trap this was. Strong flush, maybe getting sellers seeing that aggression and being like, okay, we're going to pile on. Swipes up again, takes that out, and then kind of rips right back down into VWAP before breaking that double top high. That's coming in at $41. Take a look at this. That resistance now turned into support on the pullback 41 holds, pushes us back to 60. So it's like a nice step up and just a bit of a churn. I don't know what the float on this thing is, but doing about 16.5 million shares. I can just quickly check right here what the SMX, I remember looking it up in the morning. I just don't remember off the top of my head. And the float is 3, 2, and 1. It is, it doesn't tell me what the, okay, 800, yeah, it was under a mil. 826K I have. So under 1 million shares in the free float. Don't know how many people are just holding on to that. But yeah, 16 million shares traded.
What was, attention Adair, if you are watching, Adair did give me some news on this earlier when I was out for a walk. I walked to Italy, walked around a little bit. It's freezing cold outside, by the way. Okay. It's not freezing cold. But you know what's not cold today? Intel. Yep. Intel, did you guys even talk about this on the Midday show? Like, Intel is just like boom city right now. Adair messaged me during the Midday. Intel news, as per Min-Chin Kuo, that's an Apple supply analyst, Intel is expected to begin shipping Apple entry-level M processors as soon as 2027. Ooh. So if Apple and Intel got a tie-up, now all of a sudden, this is for their M processor, so entry-level M processors, so I guess going into their iBooks and MacBooks and whatnot, or I don't know, but I know if they're Intel inside, that used to be the saying. Well, yeah, in Apple now, ding, 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 yeah, Intel inside. Yeah, there will be some Apple and Intel apparently collabs right now. So yeah, just nice move up there for Intel today, and up 8.5% and still going. Meanwhile, I don't know, Obi. I mean, I sat here and me and you've been sitting here having some lunch and just talking a little bit. And I don't know, like I'm short AMD here and we've done real well. We got stopped at one time and that was live on the show. That was at 9:30 right there. Remember when we were like, okay, well, we're down, or well, that's 9:50, but it was early. We're like, okay, well, we're down on AMD, right? And, but we're not. We're quite nicely cooking. Actually, no, it was Google. That never made me down. That was just getting out of our trade. This trade on AMD was a huge one, and that was a stop out of right there, which put us, back to still up, but relatively flat. And then now we've just been hitting it short side and just getting out at resistance spots, right? We haven't been able to break 215.50, and now we're just using VWAP as our out. And then when we broke through VWAP, I started to drip out of this a little bit, but I don't know. With now only, guys, 40 minutes to go until imbalances and 50 minutes until this market is closed. Obi and I are both sitting here on a prop floor. So we actually have to get out, at 1 o'clock or shortly after that. We sometimes be able to hold a little bit into the 5, 10, 15 minutes or so afterwards. But as far as liquidity points and everything like that, we're exiting out at 1 p.m. today. So as is the show, of course. And just for those of you that are watching us for the first time, welcome. You've now found the best trading show on YouTube. Boom. But besides that, we're also now starting and giving everybody an extra half hour in the morning. So we're actually live now at 8 o'clock. So mark your calendars down now, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. As long as you're on this station, you're going to see some live content, and you're going to see numbers come out live now at 8:30 as they come out, and we can reflect those. We can see the dark pool prints at 8 o'clock, how those start to affect the markets. And then, Obi, it's sad, right? Because there's earnings, major earnings after 4 o'clock. So I just said we're only live until 4 o'clock. Yeah. Not on major earning days, man. We're going to come back with you guys. Watch out for some big prints. Once those are ready to go, we're going to come back and stay with you during the after hours and have a watch party. Okay. So watch parties have been pretty popular as of late, and we're going to make them even better. So on big time days, Nvidia, Apple, whatever, and if we really see that something's happening, like that tariff day where Trump was announcing all the different tariffs and the taxes and all that, we could stay live on those days, but a lot of fluidity in this decision. So we are pretty happy. My mic is back?
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I think it's exciting. I like the earlier times as well, Sean, because guess what? It gives us all a time together to kind of prepare for the market. It's 30 minutes more. 30 minutes can be a lot of time for preparation. Like I usually, I do some prep on the way in normally, but after I sit down, preferably I'd like 20, 30 minutes minimum at the desk to be like, all right, kind of see if everything's in accord in terms of what the overnight plans were, anything in the morning that I've found on the transit in, any sort of morning scans as well. But now we get a chance to kind of share some of that with you. So I'm like, all right, if we're going to start 30 minutes earlier, some pre-market prep sessions might be interesting as well, as we kind of run down all the stuff that's running and defining some levels as well. But 40s coming in. I like that you pointed out Intel here. Yeah, this is the only kind of stock. I guess I see ARM as well. ARM is trending up pretty nicely, but there's definitely a little bit of a buying or buying program or whatever you want to call it here on Intel today. And yeah, big miss on my part, missing that news, and it's actually breaking out. So let's take a look at Intel on the weekly, Sean, and take a look at what this thing's been doing, man. Absolutely solid. So Intel on the weekly right here, 1 week candle, it is reclaiming some of these sell weeks right here. So this was the breakout of that 27 range high. Great place to start the swing, or even get a little aggressive if you're already in kind of accumulating in the 17s and 20s here on Intel, looking for that bid back up. Again, presidential seal. Don't forget, they were like, yeah, Intel's one of our boys. We don't want to have them be left behind. And we've seen that follow through. And again, this trade is, I call it the presidential seal trade, where, you know, I want to keep a close eye on any companies that the president's like, yeah, we're going to help them out. They're you know, homegrown companies, and we need them to kind of do stuff for us and bring more things in-house. So they definitely have the right infrastructure. I like the trade. But on the day today, I'm really asking the question, Sean, is this a little bit too much? This could just melt. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of strong reason to sell here just yet. Just throwing up some VWAPs and even some trend line indicators right here. Boom, boom, right there. Just take the two lows. You can see very, very strong. So maybe after it can potentially get back below this, or if I see something happening, I kind of hesitated punching the 40, to be honest, for the short, because it's giving you 3 pennies worth of risk, right? If it continues doing
that right there, just at 40.
It's right at 40. It's at 39.97. So
I don't. You like that trade?
No, I don't like the
right.
short.
Yeah, no.
I was a little tempted, but I'm like, yeah, no. Look, it's very much uptrending. Even if we drop back down to VWAP, that would be nice. That's 39.15s on a $40 stock. So I think that you know, something worth watching is this bit of a trend line. But again, with only about I guess now less than 1 hour. Wow, we got 45 minutes left.
Oh, like I can just let you talk the rest of the way, and then I think that would be an hour would be up like immediately. That would be.
Listen.
That'd be great. No, I'm fine with that.
Stop me anytime.
No, please do not. Obi, anything else to say?
I got lots of things
I know, I'm just playing around.
I got lots of things to say.
Oh boy, so
but,
there it is.
Where's the trick?
I mean, you got to earn your keep around here, Obi. Just keep on going, keep on going.
Yeah.
But you know,
that's the career that we're in. We eat what we kill. So
exactly.
I'm definitely used to that.
And you're killing it, man. We appreciate Obi coming back. We welcome back, of course, the chief over here, Sharif. We welcome him back. Chief Sharif.
I like that.
Never called him that.
You like Chief Keef?
Never called him that. Yeah, I never. Actually, that's not bad.
Chief Sharif.
But Chief is not really a cool word anymore. I don't think so. All right, so we'll. It's not. That'd be just one of those things right now. Woke kind of stuff. $40 to the upside. I actually. It's funny because, like, I just looked over to Sharif and Joe right now. I was like, they cover this on the midday, and Sharif's like, oh, hell yeah. So great job on that, as it just, basically held VWAP the whole morning, held the 50 period the whole morning, and there goes Intel on a tie-up with the biggest and the baddest of them all, Apple. Although, if you're looking at Apple today, you may not think similarly to that, as Apple's been falling all day, and actually, Apple's underneath VWAP right here. Not looking too great. This could be the short that we're looking for, but for me, it's quite simple, man. We'll be the anti-hero today. We'll just hold this short and see what happens. You are right now bouncing off of VWAP right there. Everything is coinciding, and what's the word that you use again when they're all confluence? There between the 200, the 50, and the VWAP. So everything has just come together here at 216.50 right now for AMD. So let's see it break this, and then let's work on these levels, and then we'll have an oh boy banger right there. Yes. Boom. That's why you have those orders out. I heard. Look at that, man. that was a big fill right there. So I heard Sharif mention about having fills out during post-market, pre-market, things like that, because you never do know where the fills are going to come through. And especially on a stock like AMD, I'm noticing that when this wants to go, you could have 20 or 30 cent spreads on this name. The liquidity, especially in the afternoon, is going to be pretty loose, right? Like you're not getting too much size here. So if someone in like, you know, if someone comes in like, you know, I mean, I just saw her at Thanksgiving. Hello, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, thanks for the sweet potato there, you know. But there it is right there. Nice move to the downside. You got to have orders out. So if someone comes in and wants to sell, even just like 10,000 shares or something, you know, a lot of these prints are coming in the hundreds. So when you get that little crack lower, which was nothing there, it broke view up and someone hit the sell key, it looked like. So we sit there and take that fill. Now, that was only for 10%. So it's not like, you know, we're dancing in the streets here or anything, but that was a good one there for AMD. Let's see if it falls down today. It's just one of those things where Nvidia, I can never wrap my head around it. Today, we don't have like a huge Nvidia story, but the market goes down here. Why? Because Nvidia is expensive, and we talked about the PEs, but AMD's PE is much greater than Nvidia's, so if that's the problem, then it should go down. We talked about how Google potentially stepping into the game here with the TPUs. Well, that's down also. So chips aren't what's good today. It's the Metas, it's the names that were beat up that have gotten some love over the last couple weeks, or beat up over the last couple weeks, gotten love over the last couple days. So you're seeing IBIT, which IBIT was going, and by the way, now it ain't. So this is right down to the levels that we had talked about earlier, 51 to 51 and a quarter coming into play right now for IBIT. Still up 1%, I like it. But, you know, the drop that comes in here for IBIT is right in front of us here. So what about a 51.25 or so fill here on IBIT is what we'll be looking for now. But we'll throw it back over to Obi.
All right, and now for some exciting news out of Canada for the sophisticated traders on the stream. Beta Pro by Global X Canada, Canada's largest provider of leveraged, inverse, and inverse leveraged ETFs, has launched 6 new triple leveraged ETFs offering 3 times bull and bear exposure to the S&P, TSX 60, semiconductors, and on U.S. Treasuries. Even better, they're offering a special fee rebate, dropping management fees to just 65 basis points until December 31st of 2025. That's only a month away. Plus, the U.S.-focused strategies use currency hedging, offering the potential for pure performance and exposure. So if you are a tactical, sophisticated trader looking to amplify your performance, check out betapro.ca/3x daily to learn some more. I like the bear in that animation. That's pretty solid there as well. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Like it went.
That's a cool one. Yeah, it kind of reminds me. We do have a. We have this gangster bear right here, but is this? Oh, this is.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Look at the graphics. There's some tessellations going on.
We're trying to run that right now back into the downside. So, all right, just quickly here on what's been happening today. Today is a shortened day, right? So the market will close now in 40 minutes. But just because it's a shortened day doesn't mean that the market is not reacting similarly to how it would on a full day. Just a little less volume, and you could see the trends today short in the healthcare technology space. You know, it's too bad because Eli Lilly has been having such a great run as of late. So, you know, a big 3% move down will actually hit this stock decently, right? So you're down $40 now off of 1,100, new all-time highs. Just let's go. AMD is approaching that dollar off the reload that we just put on, so that's pretty good. BMY, I think there could be a drip down here into the close, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Thermo Fisher, J&J, so nice red area here, healthcare, right? It's financials that are starting to pick up the pace again for everybody. JP Morgan got hit pretty decently to the downside, down into below 300 into the 290 area. Now we're way back up there, 312 for JP Morgan, doing well there for them as well. But hold on a second, I just need to make sure I have some orders out for myself on the on AMD here. But because AMD just went back in and bounced again off of 20s there. So that was the spot that we had initially. We don't have it now, but 20 take there on AMD. We got to watch out for that. It just bounced off of there. I thought AMD was getting to the downside, but does not appear to be the case at all. All right, so JP Morgan and the banks going lower as well there. So that's financials, or sorry, going higher. Going lower is just really Google, Apple, Nvidia, Oracle, some of those chip names that we had sort of talked about, trying to hit a little bit. AMD still up, which is why I'm trying to short like Broadcom and AMD sort of bucking the trend there. Intel with a big day, Micron and SanDisk as well. Micron up another 3%. Wow, on that one, on that front, man, that's a really good look there for that stock. And then today, the retail trade, which we highlighted earlier, Obi, and that was Walmart breaking through 110. Not much of a good trade through 110. You'd be 20 cents in the money, but not really, the push there. And then Amazon coming through as we look at some of the plays here for Black Friday. The thing is, like, it's here now, right? We have Cyber Monday as well. So if you're looking for retail love, it's just going to be back and forth. Like, you're looking at Lulu again. You're going to look at Nike. Like, Lulu's up another 2%. Is a really good day there. I'm nervous for Lulu if it does break back below 180. The 180 has been a pretty key spot there for Lululemon as well. So more to come potentially there. But that's Lululemon. Then Nike would be the other big retail name that a lot of traders look for if there's some strength. And of course, Nike with big time stories happening this year. We got the World Cup, we've got the Olympics. So, potentially Nike doing well into those events. I'm not sure if that's a historical promise or not for them to do well heading into those major sporting events. And then Palantir today, still up that 1%, but hovering around VWAP. So pretty choppy, like not really worth trading into this area. But again, you get some highs and lows that happen out of nowhere in the next 30 minutes. I think it's worth looking at. I'm just going to sit on this. You're Google long, I'm AMD short. So I don't know if we'll be able to dance together here or not, but I am fine holding on to this one right now to the downside. Probable stop area, I was going to give it all the way to 218, but honestly, what about if we just break here? We don't get too silly with it. 217.25 or so. That would be a level for me. Did you want to talk about your Google quickly? Or?
Sure, yeah, fine. I think I can talk about this right here. So just I like the short off of the open. Big fumble, not actually holding it till strong reasons to buy show up. It's not even that strong reason of a buy other than we just go sideways. But here's the strong reason to buy. We break through that consolidation low, false break it, rip right back in. We saw Joe getting involved with this. Shout out to him for having a banger trade there. So great reasons to buy, and we're getting that reversion back into VWAP. So I'm just looking for a potential continuation here going into the end of the day for this breakout right here for a push, because we've already seen information that, like, okay, we might not want to go back down there. Some volume confirmation as well on that pivot. So yeah, back up to the top of the range. Let's see if we can get back to VWAP 320.5. So that's what I'm looking for there. But right now, Sean,
yes,
got a little bit of a game.
All right.
Go
ahead, yeah.
We got some things to do right now.
I'm actually going to post this on Twitter. We are now going to start playing Family Feud Stock Market Edition. So we'll hit the start there. I don't know if we have any cool kind of graphics for this or not, but you can see he's over there at the desk. He is waiting. He is our host, and the host with the most. It's Fabian. All right, Fabian, you all mic'd up over there? Right. Okay, let's throw over to Fabian.
Hey. Hey, chat. This is the first time I'm hosting a game for you guys. So basically, if you would like to show the screen, this is going to be the teams. So we're going to split off to 2 teams, and we're going to run a Family Feud game. And this is based off a survey that we did about a year ago. It's been slow. We've been busy. As you can see, the whole studio has been in the works for now. But we can start off like, we can leave the teams as they are for now, and then I can reveal like what the first question. And we asked like, what is the number 1? So we could try off with, you think it's a like? Are you labbed, Sharif? I say like. Are you labbed? No. Okay. So we're gonna use you two, Obi and Sean. Let's just start it out. This is the first one. What is number 1? If you watch Trader TV, what should you do?
I think you should hit the like button. I like what Sharif was saying
Let's
there.
See.
I'm going to go like button. How many points for like button over here?
We asked 100 people, and let's see how many of them pick like. And we got 1.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go, Obi. You can steal this, Obi.
Okay. If you watch Trader TV, what should you do? I'm going to go with subscribe.
Oh, damn it.
Come on.
Okay, come on. You got it. Okay.
Let's go. Even though, like and subscribe, right? Come on.
You got it.
All right, what's next?
So that's basically just the starter for the first one. And then we can start the game. And we can actually start off with one of the first questions we have on the survey. Sorry, guys, I'm a little nervous. And the first question is, You just printed $10,000. What is the first thing you do? We
How do we
asked
buzz in?
a bunch of our audience to, oh, Sharif is joining on. He wants to play. We asked our audience, and these are the results we got from our survey. So, what is the first choice? Who's going first?
Okay. You just printed 10K. What was it? You just printed 10K. I just want to reiterate the question. What's the first thing that you do? If I just printed 10K, I ask where the next trade is.
Okay.
Ooh.
Where's the next trade?
Ooh.
X.
Is the next trade on here? And
Oh, sounds about right.
All right.
all right, you get three X's before then it goes over to the next team.
Okay.
So you can keep going, Obi.
Oh, I can keep going.
You have two more.
All right. So like
strikes.
you said, you asked 100 people. So I got.
We're a team, though. We're a team.
Okay. All right. We're a team.
Yeah, so go back and forth. First thing you should do, and I would say, kiss the baby.
Pay some bills.
Kiss the baby. What does that mean, Sean?
Like celebrate, like.
Nobody knows. It gets the people
Let's
going,
see.
though.
Is celebrate or use it on the list? And-
Okay, spend
it
it.
is. We got spend it.
Okay, I got lucky with that. That's not really okay.
What about paying some bills?
Paying some bills, I like that
That's
one.
also spending it, but like
Paying
bills.
some bills.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is paying off bills on there?
Oh,
It
there
is.
you go.
Okay,
It
okay.
is.
All right, now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Nice.
How about book a vacation?
Book a vacation. Let's see. Most common ones. Let's see. Did I get it?
Boom.
Ooh, okay.
All right, Obi.
All right, I like that. I like that.
Doing pretty good.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with. I mean, I did say where's it, like find the next trade, but like, what about parlay? Do you think people would parlay that?
And
I'll
out
go
of the
with parlay.
survey, we're looking through, and there is no parlay.
Okay, all right.
All right. How about open up the old portfolio and drop some money into your trading account?
Yeah.
So invest it. Find a trade. Find a long-term trade. So an investment.
So out of the survey, we got. Invest.
what was it?
We got
Was
it.
it?
You got
Invest,
the
invest.
biggest one.
Okay.
You
Is
got
that
the
not
number
the same
one.
as where's the
Number
next
one.
trade? I don't
No, it's not, Obi.
It's not, I guess.
Okay, Obi, you're up one more time. One
All
more
right,
time.
all
What do you
right,
got?
all right. What do I do with
Come on,
the 10K,
give Sharif
man?
an opportunity to steal, boys. I know.
Okay. All right.
If they get two more wrong, then you get a
one
chance
more
to
wrong,
steal
one
all
more
the
wrong.
points.
So we've got the top one.
One more
and then
wrong.
we're looking for the lowest numbers. Okay, all right. What do you do
These
with
are
the,
also answers taken by the chat. So
Why don't you gift it? Gift it to a
Perfect.
family.
I like that.
Yeah.
gift
Buy some
it
gifts or gift the money.
is not an answer.
Come on, y'all not
okay,
generous
okay.
out there.
Obi, all three strikes were yours, Obi. There. What's going on? Come on.
So we can steal now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say pay off debt.
We said
Already
that
did.
already.
That's an X. No, that's an
That's an
X.
X. That's an
Number
X.
three.
Pay bills.
Oh,
I missed that
already
one.
said,
All right, I didn't
boom.
see it. I didn't see
It
it.
doesn't count. It doesn't count.
It doesn't
We'll
count.
let it
All
slide.
right,
We'll let it
I
slide
didn't see
at
that
one.
one. I didn't see that one. Okay, so what do we got? Can we put the options back on so we can see what we got? All right, so we got invest, Joey.
Yeah.
So what you just printed 10K. What's the first thing you do? Invest, number one. Number two, we still don't have. Pay bills, spend it on vacation, travel. What do you think number two is? I thought it was going to be pay off debt.
Sudden death.
So hold on.
I think I
is
have a pretty
take
good
profit?
Listen, I think I have a pretty good answer here.
Go.
Buy more.
Buy more.
buy more.
Buy more?
Buy more.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
buy more.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
that's
no,
not.
I don't-
That's not happening.
How come they're not getting X's? There you go. There's your X. Thank you. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
so what
Boom.
was
That
it
means
then,
we
man?
win.
So,
That's right.
That means we win.
All right,
Number
what-
shows.
One
reveal
nothing
all the
team.
answers, and
Okay.
this is what
do we
got.
get? Bitcoin. Buy BTC. Dude, that's the next trade. Oh,
Obi,
it has to be
Joe.
specific.
How is buy
All right.
more not fall?
Because
Sorry,
it's
team.
not Bitcoin. Buy more doesn't equal buy Bitcoin, bro.
Yeah, it does.
No, it
Okay,
doesn't.
you know what?
Come at us, Joe. Come at us, Joe.
All
Again,
right.
like,
All right.
Do you guys want to get some team names?
Sure. But like,
wanna keep
you want
playing.
to
I wanna
spend a few
win.
minutes brainstorming them right now? I don't know. We'll
We'll leave it up. We'll go to the next question.
We'll be Shinobi. Like we're like.
oh, yeah. Yo, I like that. Shinobi. Shinobi. Ninjas.
Shinobi.
Wasn't there a Sega game called Shinobi back in the day?
That's right.
I like that.
Shinobi.
Shinobio.
There it is.
What do you want to be, Joe? The Bash Bros?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, put us Bash Bros.
okay.
Yeah,
All
there
right,
we go.
cool.
Hey.
There we go.
Not super original over there, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
What are we gonna do? That's okay.
All
It's
right.
all right. It's all right.
Trading and gaming. Let's go.
All right, what do we got next? Let's go,
So,
Fabian. We
next,
want a
this
chance
one's an
to win.
easy one. This is more of like a softball for you boys.
We
So-
get to start this time or no?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
They do,
let's start
they
it
do.
off. Let's
Yeah,
alternate
yeah.
it.
Are we restarting here?
No, we're
The
second
first
one.
one.
Okay.
Name.
A
can
famous
I go first?
investor.
They're first.
Oh,
All right. So
All right.
are you going to say we're first?
Yeah,
You're going to say we're going to say exactly who we're both thinking, right?
Exactly.
Say
Exactly.
it.
Charlie.
oh, yeah. He's
Warren
Was it
Buffett.
Warren Buffett? Charlie. I was thinking of his brother. Warren Buffett.
We're going to say Warren Buffett.
of course Buffett's gonna be
Warren
on
Buffett.
Right,
Let's
number one.
see.
Say Charlie Munger.
Out of the
but I meant to
results
say
of our
Warren
survey, did Warren Buffett come up?
Number 1 points right
Pretty
there.
safe. Pretty safe.
there. Easy money.
All right. What else we got, Joey?
We got to go with his partner, no?
Yeah, I know, right? But that's a little on the nose. You don't want to say Ackman or something
We
like
can
that?
say that. How?
Ackman,
I
who
think
else?
Barron might be too much of a
Who?
no-go. Ronnie Barron.
Ronnie Barron. No, that might not be as...
Yeah, dude.
Right, time limit.
Hold on, man.
Time limit.
We got some time.
Time limit. Bill. We could say Bill.
We could say Nancy
Bill
Pelosi,
Gates?
probably. Nancy Pelosi, probably a good one there.
Baby, you got to get control of this.
I think we go with the number 2. If we're going Buffett, you have to go with
Okay,
Buffett.
Charlie Munger, let's go.
I'll gladly take it on.
All right. Do you guys have an answer?
We're going to go with Charlie Munger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charlie Munger. Did he come up on the results?
And I knew Joey.
Crazy. Well, hey, man, we had to put
All
that
right,
out
we
there.
still have more.
We still got one more?
All right, let's
All
just
right.
go ahead and say Ackman. Let's say Bill Ackman.
Let's say Ackman.
Gonna be there.
Bill Ackman.
Oh.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Who else, man? All right.
Oh, we got one more.
Think
okay.
more memey, guys. Maybe
Kathy
you know
Wood?
you got to understand.
There's Kathy
Yeah, we
Wood.
can go. Let's go Kathy Wood.
Wanna go
We're
Kathy?
gonna go Kathy Wood here.
All right.
Ooh, is Kathy Wood on the list? Oh,
That's
Oh.
crazy.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That's crazy.
it wasn't an X.
Because she's right there,
She's
man.
right there.
She's right there.
Wait, what?
all right.
Wait, what?
All right. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Who else do we got here?
I don't know,
Last
man.
one.
This is tough.
Bury. When did you take this? These
guys are looking into
This
that. That's all we
survey
gotta
was
do.
done August of 2024.
August of 2024. Nobody was going to say Bury around then, I don't think.
Or did they?
Who else, man? Who else?
But do we just say an investor? Man, oh man.
Keep
You have
going.
to come up with an answer. And what do you got?
That's it. Boom. You want to go with we'll just put this out there. Let's go with
Who'd you got?
the
Who'd you got?
the Microsoft CEO, Bill Gates.
You're going to go with the Gates?
Yeah, I was just
Mr.
gonna put Gates out
Gates.
there.
Is Bill Gates on here?
I don't think so.
No.
Sorry.
All right.
In for the Steel Boys.
All right, we have Obi and I have discussed this.
Yeah.
And we have a guaranteed number 2 answer on the board right now. Obi, please tell them what it is.
This is by far the best trader that I know. By far of all time. Nancy Pelosi. The
Put it on the
best
board.
investor of all
2-0.
time. Let's
man.
go.
2-0.
Let's go right now. Right here, right
Sorry.
now.
No.
Pelosi.
She's not on there.
Oh, you guys don't know anything about investing.
How can our group
guys
not
are-
say that?
Still
All right,
doing
who's on the board? 1-1.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna say Jim Simons might be on there. I'm gonna say that Jesse Livermore might be on.
But
there.
I was going to say
only
Jesse
get one.
Livermore.
Yeah, bro.
But he's not an investor. Oh, well.
I mean,
All right.
he's
So these are the
Burry,
answers.
Soros, Icon, Dolly,
Peter Lynch, I was
Paul
going to
Tudor
say
Jones,
Bury.
right? Yeah, of course.
Bury
Burry. What
on
do you
there?
mean, Peter
Remember,
Lynch?
this credit
Yeah, I
is
was
also
gonna say
free to
Peter
the
Lynch
chat.
is great as
well,
well.
but-
But look, everyone picked Buffett. Here's the thing, Sean. We could have got every single other name, but still wouldn't have won
Yeah.
because Buffett is by far
Yeah,
the
so we
most.
win that
So,
one.
you know what I
1-1.
mean?
We
All
won.
right, 1-1.
Good stuff, boys. Good
They go next now. Let's go.
All right.
Let's do this.
So let's just go back to the board. And the next question.
The next question.
I thought this one could be a fun one. And I thought, name a hot stock.
Open it up, Assassino. There we go. Okay, so this was August of 2024.
Yeah, so it's a little
Okay.
dated. I will say that.
All right, I'll go with, wait, we have it first, right? So we'll go with Palantir. Want to do that?
That's
Sure, I was
I'll
gonna say
give you
Nvidia, but
2024.
Palantir.
Okay, let's go.
is
What do you guys got?
Palantir a hot stock in August of last year.
Oh, August of last year.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna go with Nvidia, of course. Nvidia's gonna be top of the charts for sure.
So,
Yeah,
Nvidia?
Nvidia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Chad.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
the easiest
there's
one.
something hotter than Nvidia?
Let's go with, I think we should just go with GameStop. GameStop is as far as our audience is concerned, I think we got to go with GameStop.
Let's see if it came up.
Oh, it did. It
All right,
did.
so this is
Bigger
what- this
one,
is-
though.
We're all over
Nvidia?
this. We're all over this now. Okay, Obi, thinking about anything else here? I'm going to go with Tesla.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Obvious one
Let's
here.
You gotta
go.
pick some of the Mag 7s for
You
this.
would think it would be one of the most popular ones.
Not in
right?
August 24.
And it is.
Bang.
Oh, it was number uno.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, we got
How
one.
many, are there 8 answers on this?
Yes, every
Okay.
question has 8 answers.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. We should just maybe go back and forth then,
Yeah, okay.
between these guys and us, or do you just want to stay with us?
No, let's play the actual
Oh,
game.
no, no,
man.
no.
Okay, we'll play that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Okay.
Take the
So
points.
what are we thinking about next? So we got the top ones already. If this is in order,
These are
we've
gonna
already
be
won,
hard, yeah.
first of all.
They
But
can steal it.
let's see.
They
What's,
can steal your points.
Say again.
They can steal your points.
No, of course.
We're well aware of this.
We just have to kind of, okay, GME, Nvidia, Tesla. You said no for Palantir, and this is for last August?
That's
IBIT. IBIT. Or
IBIT.
Bitcoin. IBIT or
Is
Bitcoin.
IBIT on there?
Bitcoin, BTC, Bitcoin.
Okay,
two strikes?
okay.
It's a hot
Last one, sudden death.
This is from last year. I mean, it's such a different world that we live in. Like, you have SMCI, we have all these different
That's one,
things
man. You guys are.
that we could actually go with.
Got to get the steal.
dude. It's Bitcoin related.
Okay, go MSTR.
What about MSTR?
Let's go with it.
August
MicroStrategy. We're going to go with MSTR.
Why is it a 24?
August of 24.
And it is.
Oh,
Okay.
MSTR. Okay.
Let's try to get
Safe
going.
one.
Still alive.
It's a safe one.
That's a safe one. That's a good one. I'm just going to go with Google. We'll try to speed this up.
Good old goggles is not on the list. I'm sorry about that.
Sorry,
Sean.
Obi.
Should we go with it?
Come on, Bash
Go with
Bros.
We're gonna
It's time
say
to
Meta.
shine. Sorry?
We're gonna say Meta.
Meta. Meta is on the list. They got it.
Hold on.
right.
Is the steal? Do we steal?
You
that
want
or
to keep
not?
going? You can go. Keep going if you can.
Hold on,
If
I
you can get
thought
the
you
last
Just
3.
steal the points, though.
Hold on. Don't we steal the points if they get 3 strikes and we get one
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Does it
That's
work like
correct.
that?
You got it.
That's what I'll watch in a
You know,
minute.
We're playing up a little
We're
bit.
playing a little
Play it
different.
safe. Okay.
Okay, so let's keep going. You know what was hot in August of 2024? Because of what happened in July of 2024?
July.
Do you remember what happened in July of 2024? The outage?
Oh, yeah.
CrowdStrike.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't want to
that
say.
is
The crowd was up 20% in August of 2024.
That's, okay, that's a great point.
But I don't think it's going to be on there.
Dude, if Google's not on there.
Google was relatively.
IBIT's not on there.
Google on there?
They said Google.
Oh, okay.
It was not on there.
Okay, so I think we
right.
should stick with the Meta. Let's go
Come
Amazon.
up with a question.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Is Amazon on there?
Amazon's on there. I'm just gonna
I'm
step up
sorry,
and
they
walk
are
away.
not. But you still get the points
Okay.
from before.
Okay, we get 100.
So what? No, I want to see what the
Yeah, let's see.
I will reveal the other one.
See
what the names
coin
were.
could be one
Oh,
of them.
shit.
Coin's a good one.
Pardon
yeah.
me. There we go.
What do we got?
What do we got? Oh, we got. Wait.
No,
Wait,
keep
oh,
going.
wrong
no,
list.
no, that's the next.
Next one.
Oh no!
There we go.
You gave away everything. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Let's
little
see,
clunky.
there we
There we
go.
go.
Okay, we got that
Apple.
one.
Oh,
Okay, so Apple, AMD was on there. People were
SMCI.
saying-
Should
I
have been
did
a lot.
say SMCI.
That was stupid. Yeah. SMCI was
Alright.
moving those days.
Last one.
Okay,
This is
last
for all
one.
the marbles, guys.
All right.
We just seen all
So-
the.
Did we not
I mean,
just see the last
I'm just
one?
sitting here trading.
It's a different one.
Okay, good.
I have many,
just wanna
many
say
questions.
So this is the last one.
Yeah, let's do the last one. It's
Oh,
just this
I
is
wish I
more
had
to
so
try
much
it out,
more.
see if you guys like it. If the audience likes it, the chat, you know,
We do. They do.
make
They
your-
love it. We're gonna do more of these.
Make it
They're,
heard.
they're going on. You guys love it.
What do we got?
So-
Throw some ones in the chat if you guys love
I
it.
thought, name a stock that starts with the letter E.
Enron.
Let's see.
Does it still currently trade?
Is
Apparently they get
OB
it.
and wrong? Nope.
Boom. Let's go.
Well, that's like one of the most.
It's a
I mean,
classic.
Sharif is putting it into a large language model.
Yeah, I know. It's a little like
So
performance
I mean,
enhancement
it's
right
already.
there.
This is already over.
Right here.
I mean,
LLM right
you know,
here.
Lilly.
Eli
It's their
Lilly.
turn.
Eli Lilly.
That's
Is
LLY.
Eli Lilly
Let him say it. These
popular
these
stock.
guys don't even
Kind
know
of
the
the
names
question.
of stocks.
It
Okay.
is.
All right.
Oh, it's the name of it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, what else did they say? Let me check his screen over here. So it says X on his
Enbridge.
Keep it down, Ram.
Embrace.
Let's go with the ENB.
I thought
think
Neil would
Obi-
be the one
I
sneaking
think
the
you're-
answers over here.
You're a little too
Sharif.
Canadian
But
minded.
English
I
Canadian.
can't help myself, brother.
I think.
There's a bunch. All right.
yeah.
What did you
Oh,
guys
come on.
say?
I got.
Enron.
We got.
I mean,
we got,
Embrace.
XOM. XOM.
That's crazy,
Exxon
bro.
Mobile.
Yeah, man.
XOM.
dude, come on.
There
Oh,
it is. That's
it's in
a
the
big
game.
one right there.
Is it our turn?
EA Sports.
EA Sports is a good one.
Is EA on there?
Or eBay.
Okay, yeah, eBay would have worked.
You can't go or eBay after you said.
Yeah, I know, right? Come on.
Dude. Your partner has the answers in front of him.
Yeah, you're like you guys are using AI.
Be the answer.
I hope you guys aren't using that to like trade and stuff.
But is eBay on the list?
All right, so they got 2 strikes. So
Let's go.
wait.
Send it over.
They got one
Yeah.
more. They got one more, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
It's been a little chaotic. We're just bouncing back and forth.
Did we say no for eBay?
Is it
So
us?
what would you
Is it
like?
our
Yeah,
turn?
it's still your turn.
Oh, okay. Eli, Enron. Okay, did you say EA
You said
Sports?
eBay.
Go with your gut.
I did say EA and they
eBay.
said
I'm
no.
going to go with eBay.
Yeah,
We're going to go with eBay.
Yep.
Oh, number 2.
okay,
Number 2. That was big.
Okay. I have another one. Etsy.
Etsy.
Yes,
Etsy
let's
is a
go,
popular
Sean.
one.
Yeah.
Is it on the list though?
Let's go. I got stuck.
Oh, is it on there?
Oh, Etsy's on there.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
on there. It is on there. It is on there.
Oh, no.
Okay, Eli Lilly, Etsy, Exxon, eBay, Etsy, Enron, Enphase.
Enphase.
So,
Enphase.
not looking at the chat, not
It
looking at
looks
large
like you
language
guys are
models over here.
phasing out of the lead.
No.
Oh, okay. No Enphase. No Enphase.
So going for the seal, boys.
Okay, so we're going to go with Elf Beauty.
Elf Beauty. See, that'd be a good pick if the audience was more females, I think. You know, and it's not the case right now. I am
Which
sorry.
one? Remember?
All right, so that's a wrap.
So that's us.
Joey told me to say that. Blame Joey.
Are you sure it wasn't Gemini?
Oh,
Was it Gemini or Joey? I don't know.
Funny enough, it didn't actually pop up.
All right, so what else is up there? What else is up there?
Yeah, I want to see.
What else?
Are
Do you want
adding-
to do one
no,
more?
I said Enbridge.
Are you guys down for one more, or am I
Sure.
cut out?
I'm down for one more. I'm having a
You're not cut off. You're not cut off.
We need one more here.
All
Getting
right.
stopped out of Intel. a couple
This is the
times.
best the show's ever been.
This is for the comeback.
I'm really paying too much attention to it.
All right, let's go. One more.
No, you got to add the 83 to us.
You did. You
You did, brother. Shinobi. Yeah.
So, we asked the audience, and if you lost $10,000, what's the first thing you do?
Cry.
Silence. Cry.
Leave the country.
Is that okay?
Double my
starting with-
shares next
Hold on,
trade.
it's our turn.
It's Bash Bros.
Yes,
Double my shares. This
So,
guy.
Double-
what was the
double-
first thing you said?
What's the first thing you're doing if you're losing 10K?
We got to start with the crying, no?
Tilt, cry.
Yeah.
All right.
Get
Let's
mad.
go with that.
Is
Let's
that
go
your
with
final
Get
answer?
Get mad,
Okay,
cry,
okay.
tilt.
Get mad.
The Midday boys getting a little.
Not cry. The most popular one with 44
All right,
points.
all right. OnlyFans, someone wrote in the chat.
Career change.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, this guy. All right, what else we got, Joey? So you just lost 10K. What are you doing?
You're crying.
Hold on, man. Stop putting the
It's not
clock on
me,
us. You
it's
didn't put the clock on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hold on.
We got cry.
Oh,
We got
man,
cry.
you keep
Get
on being
mad.
monitored.
Got to go with get mad.
We're going to put get
Get
mad?
we're gonna
mad.
get mad.
Let's see. Is
Throw
Get
slippers?
Mad on the list? We got Scream and Yell.
Okay, that's the last one, so that's not that
that's
good.
though, man. That's pretty good, though. Take that one there.
So you just lost 10K. What are you doing? You're degenning into another trade.
Doubling down.
Yeah.
That assumes you
let's
have
go.
another 10K
Doubling
sitting around.
down.
Something of
Doubling down.
side.
Is doubling down. We got to make it back and trade more.
All right, man. We're on fire. All right, what else can we do here?
That was my first guess.
So what do we got? Make it back.
Not
trade
cry.
more. Ooh, yeah, scream, yell. I don't know. Do we go? with something?
Nah.
It's an emotion.
Let's, Think faster? Oh,
Yeah.
They were,
with the super chat.
no. So
Even Ramin's mad at these guys. Let's go,
I'm
guys.
gonna say break something.
Break something. Let's
they're
see.
just saying
Is
that
break
it's
something on here? Surprisingly, you would think it would be, but it isn't.
That's a first strike. All right. You got some angry energy there. How you gonna get that angry energy out? You hit the gym.
You hit the gym.
We're gonna try that. Let's put
Oh, you wanna-
exercise, hit the gym, something like
All right,
that.
let's see.
something like
Exercise.
that. You know, sometimes you just need to like
Walk away.
walk away.
Yes! Walk away.
All right, this is hard now, man, and they're gonna have a chance to
We don't
steal
even have
here.
What is the number 2, though?
The number 2, yeah.
Number 2 is AMD is tanking right now.
Some of you do this every day.
Go say it.
Stop trading.
Stop trading.
Stop trading.
Isn't that same
That's
thing
the
as
walk
walk away?
nothing.
That's the same thing as walk away, bro. That's the same thing.
Can we get let's get the
Yeah, let's get the X. Okay, back over to us.
No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Counts. It
I'm
counts.
gonna
Sorry,
say
you are the
drink,
weakest link.
drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Drink alcohol.
Abuse
we
substance.
Got take a shot. And drink.
Hey, there we go. We're doing well, Joey.
How many X's are these guys allowed?
Last one.
All right, what else we got? What else we got?
Oh man. What is number
drink.
2?
Let him guess all of them.
You know, there's other things that you could do as well. Talk to talk to somebody, vent.
Like call somebody.
Call, vent, I don't know. Something like that, Fabian? What do we got?
Vent is
Vent,
not
call someone?
on the list. I'm sorry.
Isn't that only 2 strikes?
Good, I'm glad they got that wrong.
All right.
Me too.
Come on, Shinobi.
I thought C and I were friends. She's over here just giving these guys all the answers.
Bro,
back
she
and
didn't give
forth.
us any answers.
I know it was wrong. I was glad. I'm glad about it. I'm actually glad about it.
All right,
So
Team Shinobi.
Obi and I had one, and we need to. We were gonna say go to the bar.
Yeah, and that's already
Go to the
taken
bar.
out.
That's take a drink.
Is that take a drink? Okay, that's what we
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to double
already on
check.
the
That was already on there. Okay, so I was gonna say, how about call a loved one?
Sorry?
Call a
I
loved
said
one.
call.
They
I
said-
called-
they already
I said
said that.
someone-
They already said that.
It's already on there. Come on. Something you do every day.
Go for a walk. Bathroom break.
It's over, we win.
Bathroom break.
Sorry, boys.
Dang, that's it. We
I want to
win.
say where's the
taken
next
by-
trade, but
The Bass Bros.
You guys get
I mean, what did you mean by that? Repeat that.
out of here.
All right,
Let's see the answers.
before
I'm
you
curious to know-
throw that, was bag
I still
hold
feel
on
like we
there?
won.
Here, I can reveal
Was
it.
What about
bag
go
hold
get a
on there?
job?
Because Joey wants to put bag hold.
Sorry, I forgot to show. I forgot to reveal
Oh
all
my
of it.
God.
What was it?
Yes.
What was it?
I mean, it's like, Obi, you do this, and I'm like, yes.
That's
guess
like
what?
right down
Journal,
Adira's alley,
hey,
right there.
I didn't see that.
Aggressively journaling.
Review journal.
There you go.
Puke vomit. Okay, learn from it.
Puke, vomit.
All right.
Take it back, trade more. I mean, I was saying we're trading more.
Yeah.
All right. Not bad.
that's
Not bad. A little
Thank
bit of
you.
work needed in that, but thank you so much. Good, Fabian.
Thank you for
Let's do that
joining us
again.
for
That
the
was
first
actually fun. I
annual
like that.
Let's do that again.
Trigger TV
Let's
does
do that
Family
again.
Feud.
A lot of fun.
All right, thank you.
Unfortunately, we missed the CEO one, and we saw all the answers.
All right, wrap this thing up. Cut these mics. All right, we do have imbalance data coming through right now, so let's get ready. Back over to trading. Look at this, Obi. What the heck is HBI? If we could turn off other mics, that'd be great right now. I'm going to take this out. All right, HBI right here, sell. So I don't know what's going on with this stock. If we have some sort of, this has only done 23 million. You have 15 million right here on the sell side. We're still short, man. Meanwhile, this has been happening. We have we've been getting out here, but nice move down on AMD. SMR with a buy late here today as well. Remember, these are half-day imbalances, so they are still here and they're kicking right now, the half-day imbalances. So get ready for that GDX coming through, Verizon and everything. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed us doing all of that. We're going to do more of that, I would assume, as we go. But okay, there it is. So we take out some more AMD as these imbalances are just upon us right now, Obi. So far, so good here. I don't know if you had any trades when we were doing that. I just
still in the
continued.
Intel.
Okay.
I'm
Oh yeah,
still gonna
Intel.
take it into
Right.
the close.
There's AMD right now. AMD about $1 in the money. And then we put this trade on for you guys right around 217. So nice move to the downside here. We'll see if we can get lower into the close.
Okay, apparently there's some news. Dara in the chat saying Airbus is seeking immediate software updates on 6,000 jets, roughly half of all of its jets in service.
All right. All right.
Some software updates.
All right. We did, we did miss that IBIT buy there apparently at the end of the day, 51.25. I'm not going to put anything on right now though. I'm just going to wait to see what winds up happening with this trade here, AMD. Look, I mean, what was a pretty fun day to begin with there today. Just got funner with our game, and we're going to wait to see now how low do we go. Right now, I'm sitting at 115.40s, 215.80s to see if there's anything here. Not 40, 215.80 right now. Put out a little bid. Let's just see these imbalances are now moments away. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So here we go. We are now out. Looks like it must be a bid imbalance there for AMD as we start to go back up to the upside. There's Nvidia with a nice buy of 6 million shares. So that sends AMD northbound as well. Google with a buy. Apple with a buy. Most of these stocks are coming bid. Look at that. 278 right now. Nice move higher there for Google and Apple. So Google ticking up to 320. It's Apple though. And Apple today does not keep the turkey away. Do turkeys like apples? I think they do. They like some veggies there. Is apple a fruit or a veggie? Of course, it's a fruit. Nice move up there for Apple, getting right back into where we started the day there for Apple. So it was red. Now back to Greensville for AAPL. Amazon also a buy, OB. So it looks like this market is starting to get a little excited here on the buy imbalances.
Yeah, I'm just watching a few of these names here. Yeah, top of the NYSE. We have some HBI, some LAC as well. TLT Nvidia on the Nasdaq. I see Intel right here as a buy as well. Surprising, all day, a bit of a buy program that's just running it up. And I'm like, all right, well, is Buddy going to be done on top of when we get to 40? Absolutely not. We go 40 to 35s right now on Intel. Had a bit of a chop there while we were we were doing the family feud there. 40 came in, it was chopping around. I was like, all right, a little bit of an over under 40 there. And when it came back in, I did get a little aggressive. 10 pennies too late. I wanted the 40, but it's working out nicely now. Market tailwind as well. And we have the imbalance tailwind confluence as well with a bit of, 586,1,000 shares to buy and a pair volume of 3 million. So just sorting by some of the pair volume, that's going to be Nvidia with a 7.5 million shares paired, and then Intel with 3 million shares paired there as well. So we'll see. Only about 9 minutes left going into the close. It seems like Intel might want a little bit of the move, but we'll see. I got nothing else.
I was really glad that Intel was nothing. I mean, I was just debating a stop here, but we emptied out. Like, we were getting out at VWAP as we were going. We talked about that. We just got another piece out here at the 50 as we broke a little bit higher into this. We only have about 25% left of what we were doing in the first place there. So once this came into 216, and those were those levels, and you might have heard me as we were doing that family feud there, Thanksgiving edition, although there was nothing turkey related. Maybe next time we'll do like a theme base. But we were just trying that out. So thanks, Fabian. He's had that in his back pocket for a while. So thank you to that. That was a lot of fun. And now that we've tested it out, we can find better organization and things like that for next time. So that was a heck of a lot of fun. So we're glad we did that. All right, so I was just going to say, no, only waiting for this. So I remember at 355 is a pairing event. So like, did HBI even do anything? Oh yeah, so it did sell off a little bit there.
Yeah, it got slammed a little bit.
Yeah, it got slammed a little bit there. So I was gonna say at 355, which is now 1255, you're gonna get a flip probably in most of these names. So, look to see if Apple tops out a little bit here around the high, and you may not. Like, it's gonna be interesting because what kind of volume comes into the system here with only a half day in, right? So is it enough to flip some of these? Like Apple in total, 1.8 plus 5, so you're at 2.3, 2.4 million right there. So can you get another sell to come in that pairs this off? And if they do, then that means there's no more buy pressure into Apple. So this could fall back in. So this would be the prime candidate for me to reverse over would be Apple. We're also holding on to AMD, hoping that can come through. Not a big imbalance either for Amazon. That's already starting to get paired off, so that could come back in. Most of these names ran to day's high. So it does look like Brendan gave us the key number of 2.5% the NASDAQ had to go. Looks like we're going to only be up 0.5 today. So not much going on here into the closing imbalances from what both Obi and I can find for you. If there is anything moving or you do want a quick little look on any stocks, man, put them in the chat and we can have a quick look here. I think it was just a really rough couple weeks just for volatility wise. I mean, it's made a blast to trade them, but I think that looking at your account on a daily note has been tough over the last little while. So take the opportunity to maybe this weekend rebalance a little bit, have a look, or don't rebalance, but have a look at the stocks that you're holding and maybe what had a rough ride over those 2 weeks. And if you do think the NASDAQ is potentially topping out around here, maybe trim some because you're getting a nice bump up in many names like that Meta trade, which was a great one down there at $6. So you're up 10% basically from that bottom 580 to 650. So great trading there in Meta. You may want to get some out. And I was even thinking myself, if 75 ever played on Palantir was a level that I was thinking about trimming again on Palantir. So we're not too far away from that. So here we go. Just a couple seconds left, and we'll see if anything flips up. I said Apple I thought was primed to flip. So there's Apple right now. It actually gets bigger. See, so it goes the other way. So those imbalances there, remember it was 500 at 355, it actually got bigger. So it grew right there. Intel got bigger as well, eh? So yeah.
Apple tripled now.
So now, wow, 40, 50. So it doesn't look like we're getting that turnaround here for AMD. So we're not going to, let a losing stock, winning stock turn into a losing stock. So we'll get out here of AMD as it's just paring back just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Apple as well as watching that. That thing is going blasting off back into that 380 level there. Google got back to 320s there, so it took forever for it to happen. But I am glad this Intel is coming right in. So yeah, very aggressive buyer. Sometimes participants just need to get some business done, and they don't care if they're seen in the market, and they leave footprints around. And this is Intel. The move on Intel today is a great example, right? I don't need to think too much. I don't need to go crazy. I don't need to be like, oh, who's buying? Why is this doing this? I don't care. Recognize the buy program. Get involved. Look for continuation into the close. And it seems like this guy just continuously just wants to. They got more to buy. That's all it is, right? So you can see if you have, I pointed this out earlier, but if you have tape on this, you kind of go back on it and actually look at what a buyer looks like on the day. And a buyer that lasts all throughout the day. You want to catch trends that are just straight clean all day. It's good to understand how some of those program buyers and those algo buyers or whatever, someone's doing business, what do they look like? So I think it's a great look there. And Confluence, with a growing imbalance, Confluence with a strong pair volume, Confluence with the market tailwind as well. So yeah, great stuff happening here on Intel. We only have about 4 minutes here. Didn't really send in the mock because I just want to play the Momo into the close. And again, don't forget, these are NASDAQ stocks. They still trade into the close, and it's not like I'm doing 5% of daily traded volume that I need to use the mock to kind of do some of my business, right? Not yet, at least.
But I think it's important that you talk like that because that's what the mock is used for, right? Is for people that are looking to get, and we're talking about mock is market on close. So you actually have the moo as well, which of course is market on open. So yeah, those are the plays that we look for to get rid of volume, right? And get a little liquidity. Like if you don't want to affect the stock with your particular order, you put it in and then you get people to pair off against it, right? And so that's what happens every single day here at close and at open. So it's a double up there, the mock and the moo. So get ready for all of those plays to come on, again, Monday morning, and every single close with 10 minutes to go. We review those for you guys live here. With only 2 minutes to go right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like AMD wants to do anything, so we're just flat on this last 20 or so percent. We've just been getting out near the top side of that. Is SMR doing anything? At $20 still there for SMR. So yeah, not much going on there for that name, although nice move today, up 5%. And just to show you, and we'll just do a little quick rundown. We are not going live. We're after 1 o'clock. That's it. We'll wrap this show up. But this is what we're doing today. Nvidia, Meta, big days for them. Eli Lilly downside. JP Morgan up 2%. Amazon and Tesla floating around, just up 0.8 today for Tesla. Uber up 2%. Another big name. Caterpillar up. John Deere down again, another 1% off of that report there, as they guided a little bit lower last week for John Deere. But yeah, into the close, not much going on. We did talk about a little Tilray today as well. They're down 20% as they go reverse split 10-1, I believe, effective December 1st. It might even be, I don't know if it was the 1st or the 10th. I think it was the 1st. So maybe Monday, this will be an $8 stock. So get ready for Tilray. You've not made a boatload of money on Tilray if you come in on Monday and it's $8. So please don't think you just hit 10-1 on that, but that is going to be the reversal there. So we'll have to wait to see how that affects Tilray trading. I would say short side on Monday for TLRY with less than 1 minute to go. A check on Robinhood and SoFi just real quickly. We haven't looked at much. Yes, sir, we love some SoFi. Get back to $30, my guy. Nice move there. And then Robinhood was marching all day as well. That's trying to get to 130. So 30 for SoFi, 130 for Robinhood. But it's not a Robinhood day, man. Robinhood was negative all day, just turning green right, not all day, but all afternoon, just turning right now. It's SoFi leading the way, man, to the promised land, it looks like today. SoFi up almost over 4%, almost 5%, 4.5% there for SoFi in a big day. And look at the Qs. Yeah. Man, wow, going out like a lion right there in the month of November. That was great. The fact that we basically, okay, here we go, 10 seconds left. The first negative month is only going to be down like 1% in the month. That's pretty awesome. 2, 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Now we are now officially closed. So watch out for some volume coming in here late maybe with some of those prints. But yeah, what a great day to end with there. What a great run in the last 10 minutes, especially if you're long, man, to flatten out those portfolios. 430 for Tesla, basically where we opened. They had a nice dip down as well today for Tesla. Apple was a good stock at the last couple minutes there. Apple gets green when we were red all day there, Obi. You and I danced with with Google a little bit today, back to 320. So that 317 definitely bought up. We'll check that on Monday for sure. And then Nvidia, and then I'll throw it over to you and we can wrap this thing up. Nvidia could not get going, unfortunately. I wish I would have turned over here and told you 180, but it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I think for me, from what I was seeing, I didn't see what happened on Apple. That's absolutely crazy. There's probably something there that was pretty decent. It was one of the top names here. Again, on the imbalance, you can see here, Intel, Nvidia, and Apple. They're all kind of chilling up there in the top 3. But guess what? 4060s kind of in and around there. That was I didn't see the specific print, but we got all the way up to 4060s here on Intel. Still currently trading around 4058. So absolutely solid. 50 to 60 pennies on a $40 stock going into the close, where, again, I talked about all the levels of confluence that were there for, like, what are the reasons to buy, right? There's some, like, you guys know I love reversions. And I looked at this initially and I was like, should I revert the 40? And I watched it for a few minutes. And I was like, absolutely not. I want to take this into the close. And that worked out pretty well. So where's the next trade is what I'm asking, Sean. But right now,
next trade won't be anymore today, So I want to say a big thank you to Fabian today. That was a great opportunity to run the family feud. So thank you. That was a lot of fun, and I think all of us had fun doing that. Thanks, Joe and Sharif. Welcome back, Sharif. Great vacation. It sounded like you had a great time there. So we want to thank him for throwing that back through. Big thank you to Adara for just being part of the chat today. I mean, thank you, Adara, for all that and for all the news that she was dropping us all day as well. Thank you, Obi. I mean, what a good week you had with us. So thank you for all of that, filling in for Sharif and filling in for Neil today.
Look at Intel go, dude. Someone is hitting the ask. We're at 4080s now.
4080s.
4080s now.
What's the next trade? Intel long.
Intel long. There you go. I mean, I can trade till 4, right?
What is Obi? Just keep going, man. Don't worry. No one will stop you, my guy. Don't worry about that.
It's their volume. The market hasn't.
Just keep going, Obi. I'm telling you, you don't have to stop. Just keep going.
So here's a name that we missed, and shout out to the chat for pointing it out. SMCI with a crazy move into the close. Okay, we can take a quick look at that as well here. Look at that. Absolute madness. Right here, through the day highs. So shout out to anybody who caught that. Yeah, here's the thing, man. We can be here, but this is why we love to have you guys around, because we're not going to catch everything. We're not going to catch everything.
We're not Ash or anything like that over there.
Exactly.
So thank you again for everybody for watching. And of course, a big shout out. I have no idea where she is now. I think she may even be gone here, but Sia, what a fantastic job she did. So I think everybody, thank you for all the nice comments in the chat and very supportive of her. So I think she did an absolutely bang up job. She was nervous coming on screen and looked like a professional. So, all the training that you and I received here.
Of course, yeah.
That's made us the stronger hosts that we try to be every day, but no, just playing around. Everybody here is completely natural, right? I think like traders firsts, and it's such a learning curve. Like even Adara, we actually talked to Adara about this. It's like when you first sit down, there's so much in this world.
Yeah.
Whether or not you got to look at the politics of it, then all these stock names, all these indicators, risk management, and just everything. And the news is like a ever ongoing thing. So we want to thank Sia and Adara for all the work that they do. And we're not, I'm not even sure what roles everyone's going to be having moving forward. But that's why it's a fluid thing, and we're just really excited to do it, man. We're live every single day at 8 a.m. So join us again on Monday, and have a great weekend. And this is time now on a Friday. Have those leftovers, man.
Yeah.
These are the turkey, the leftovers in a sandwich. Throw that.
Those are the best, dude.
Yeah, make some soup with that turkey. Whatever, man. It's the leftovers are the best, but not better Chinese leftovers. I think that's.
I mean, that stuff is like...
I rise to the top.
That stuff never goes bad. I don't think it goes bad.
Well, you might be eating the wrong Chinese food if that's the case, but yeah, you probably are. They do have maybe a little MSG in there. Too much MSG in there, my guy, for that. So, okay, man, yeah, SMX, lots of runners going on.
SMX still going.
Everything's still going, but we're going at it. We're going away. We're getting out of here. So, Obi, again, big show, man. Thank you so much for everything. Fabian, we're about to end. Andre, thanks again for everything. And we said bye to everybody. But most importantly, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours and everybody that continues to support us. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll see you back on Monday morning, 8 a.m. Rise or shine. Please enjoy your weekends. We'll chat then.